The following is a presentation of Paola Sports Live. It's time for Panther Sports. On your new home for Paola High School athletics, Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group. Hers Incorporated. Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. And Miami County Dance Movement. This is Paola Athletics. On your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.
Good evening from Ottawa High School. Tonight I'm Bryce Kessler filling in for you here on Paola Sports Live. Caleb Butler will be along shortly as we get set for Panthers and Cyclones. Coming up here on Paola Sports Live. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. We'll get you started here on the pregame show. It's Paola and Ottawa coming up right here on Paola Sports Live.
Perfect. Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
First Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Welcome back here to the Elliott Insurance pregame show. I'm Bryce Kessler. I'm joined by a familiar voice here on the Paola Sports Live broadcast. I am not that familiar voice, but Caleb Butler is. So, Caleb, ready for some hoops tonight? Paola, Ottawa in this girls game to kick things off. Of course, the Panthers coming off of a victory against Eudora. I'll let you talk about that one a little bit, Caleb, as I was not there for that one. Score was 28-23. It was maybe not the prettiest of games, but it was a game that Paola was having to try and figure their way without their star Maggie Kalk in that game, and they found a way to get a victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it was not pretty whatsoever. Neither team was very good at all in terms of shooting, turnovers, missed free throws, and fouling at inopportune times, but neither team could really get anything going. No flow offensively whatsoever. But the Panthers somehow found a way to dig down deep without their star player, like you said, Maggie Kaut, and come out of there with a huge road win. Hopefully that carries in tonight against a formidable Ottawa team as well. I believe Paola did beat Ottawa earlier this year. If I remember correctly, Paola dominated most of the game. Then Ottawa kind of made it close late. So Paola's got to come ready like they were that first matchup, but finish the job better than they did the first time around. But it should be a good one here tonight.
We'll take another time out here on the Elliott Insurance pregame show. Hoops coming up here on Paola Sports Live tonight, Paola and Ottawa.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back here to Ottawa High School tonight. The pregame show here on Paola Sports Live is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. A 50-45 win for Paola the last time they played Ottawa, but that was way back on December 16th. As Kayla was talking about, lots of things have changed since then as both these teams have kind of found their way in this new season. And for Paola, they will continue to try and adjust to life currently without Maggie Kaut. A big loss for this team, but a chance to pick up a big road victory tonight like they did at Eudora on Friday night. Ottawa comes into this game 9-7. They have dropped 2 of their last 3 following a 3-game winning streak. Last week they fell at Bonner Springs on Friday, but that's a very tough Bonner Springs team that is currently ranked in the top 5 of the state. They only lost by 7 on the road at Bonner. So Ottawa playing decent despite a couple of losses, but again, those losses coming to a couple of formidable foes. So it'll be certainly a challenge tonight here for the Paola Panthers on the road to take on this Ottawa team and see if they can sweep the season series and pick up their 5th win of the year. Paola enters play tonight at 4-13. Ottawa at 9-7. So, Kayla, what are we looking for tonight out of these girls for Paola to try to pick up another 2nd consecutive big road victory?
Well, they're certainly going to have to play better than they did on Friday night. You got to have more balanced scoring, more efficient scoring. The seniors, Maddie Pitzer and Ava Kale, really need to step up and be senior leaders and try to get this team flowing more offensively. And don't have those stretches where you turn the ball over time and time again. It's just been a bugaboo for the Panthers this year. They have stretches where they look fairly decent. They have decent ball movement, get good shots, and makes them down, and then about 2 minutes later, then they start getting in that turnover fest, get sped up, and it's just been that way all year long. Hopefully that changes tonight. It's going to need to if the Panthers are going to come out here with that road win.
Well, let's take a look at our starting lineups real quick for you. The home team, the Ottawa Cyclones, again, they're 9-7. They'll start Emery Keebaugh, 5'10", junior, good player, inside and out. Kennison Walters, number 10, is a senior. Joanna John is a senior, number 12. Brooklyn Hadel, a 5'8" senior, was honorable mention all-league last year. She's number 21 for the Cyclones, really good three-point shooter. And Foster Nichols, a 5'8" junior, number 44. Matt Sherman is their head coach, assisted by Spencer Feldkamp and Vicky Jean. So there you go. That's Keebaugh, Walters, Jean, Hadel, and Nichols, the 5 for the Cyclones. As for the Panthers, a 5'4" senior, Ella Foster. A 5'8" senior, number 12, is Maddie Pitzer. A 5'10" senior, number 25, is Ava Kale. Brylan Wicker, a 5'9" sophomore, gets the start tonight. And Audra Downham, number 34, will get the start as well. A freshman stepping into this starting lineup, and not necessarily, I don't want to say filling Maggie Kauk's role, because that's asking a lot out of a freshman, but she's in that spot in the lineup, if you will, for the Cyclones. As we're going to take a quick time out here for the national anthem. We'll be back for the opening tip right after this.
Is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
All right, here we go from Ottawa tonight. I'm Bryce Kessler along with Kayla Butler for some Paola basketball this evening. It's presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. The alma mater being played here for the Cyclones. I'm used to hearing that post-game, not necessarily pre-game, but they've got the whole student section out there on the floor as well, swaying along with the team. So there you go. I guess if that's what it takes to get you pumped up.
Hey, why not?
Now this is more like it here.
Yeah, well, you get the pumped up music going like you do at football games, the pre-games. You get the rock and roll rap music going. If this doesn't get you pumped up, I don't know what will.
Paola on the road looking for a second straight road victory after defeating Eudora on Friday night this past week. Again, they're announcing the starting lineups now. And we'll run those down real quick again for the Panthers. It's Foster, Pitzer, Kale, Wicker, and Downham. And for the Cyclones, Keebaugh, Walters, John, Hadel, and Nichols. The coaching matchup in this one, Matt Sherman, the head coach of the Cyclones, Jamie Butler, the head coach of the Paola Panthers, who are 4-13. One of those wins was against Ottawa back early in the season. It was game 4 of the year for the Cyclones, and it was game number 6 on the season for the Panthers. So early season back on December 16th. And now the rematch here in Ottawa tonight.
I think a key matchup in this one is going to be Ava Kale versus Foster Nichols. Foster Nichols is a strong little post player for Ottawa. Panthers did a really good job against her the first time around, really limiting her opportunities, getting her in a little bit of foul trouble the first time around. Panthers are certainly going to do that here tonight, especially without Maggie Kalk on the floor. But like I said, they came together last Friday night, got a win on the road. See if they back it up with another one here on another tough contest against Ottawa, who's going to be looking for the revenge.
No doubt about it. Here we go. It will be Emery Keebaugh and Maddie Pitzer to jump center circle and get this one underway, and Paola will control the opening possession. This is the freshman Audrey Downham getting the start here tonight with the possession early for Paola. Pitzer, after Nichols took a chance at a steal outside, here comes Jean back the other way for Ottawa. And a transition bucket laid in by Brooklyn Hadel. Ottawa strikes first here in the game's opening 30 seconds.
And Panthers a little slow to get back defensively.
Downham with an open look, and she knocks down the three.
Downham's been pretty good from the three-point line since she's been in the starting lineup especially. Big shot right there. Panthers with their first lead.
And a confident shot as well for the freshman. Catch and shoot, no question on it. It's a 3-2 Paola lead just underway here on the road tonight. John at the top of the key. It's Wicker on the defense there, knocked free by Foster. And a turnover forced by Paola's defense.
Good hands by Foster on the dribble handoff there to get the first turnover of the game.
Foster trying to create off the dribble, gets inside. Maybe too far underneath though. Walters clears it for Ottawa.
Yeah, Foster did a good job getting to the basket, but like you said, too far underneath. Had basically impossible angle to hit the glass there. That's unfortunate.
Hadel off a one dribble. Right iron on the three, rebounded by Kale.
Good box out position by Ava Kale there. A one and done.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, Caleb, you mentioned you got to keep them off the glass and limit those extra possessions, and so far doing an excellent job at that. There's the other thing you mentioned. Can't turn the ball over much tonight. There's their first. And see if Ottawa can answer.
Just the unforced turnovers have been a problem for the Panthers this year. Saw one right there.
1 point early lead for Paola, 2 minutes into the opening quarter. Nichols drives on Foster, forces up a shot that almost went. A little circus shot there, does not drop though.
Boy, that would have been a circus shot like you said there. She just wheeled that ball up there, somehow almost got it to go.
Wicker asking for the ball inside. The defender fell on her, and then a block shot. Keebaugh blocking the shot by Kale. Both players end up on the floor, but I think we're going to be okay. We're close to the action as well. Obviously, you can tell on the screen with the angle. You're used to being up a little higher, but only 4 rows up tonight, so you get to be right in on the action. They almost fell right into your living room on that tussle right there.
Good thing you didn't have your 3D glasses in there, otherwise they would have been in your living room on that. And that wasn't 10 feet from us.
Hadel has the one bucket so far. I think it's been called a double dribble there. It looked like she trapped it on the hip, but they play on, and Hadel knocks down a three. So she has all 5 for Ottawa early on.
And like you said earlier in the pregame, Hadel's a good 3-point shooter. The Panthers got to close out better on that. Panthers need an answer right here.
Wicker again had some pretty good positioning inside as Paola turns it over for the second time. They've yet to get the ball into Bryland. Transition bucket for Ottawa, so that's a couple of buckets now off of transition for them. They lead 7-3.
Yeah, Ottawa on a little bit of a run here. Couple turnovers back-to-back for the Panthers. Ottawa's been able to capitalize.
Downham has the one bucket so far for Paola. Tries to drive this time. Back up top it comes. Pitzer with a nice extra pass into the corner, and Foster knocks down a three.
Big-time answer for the Panthers. 2 threes in the game for the Panthers. That's a big confidence booster for Foster. She struggled from the 3 this year. That's a big-time moral boost right there.
Pitzer getting the assist on both those, doing a good job running that offense and passing up a good shot for a great shot. Here's the first foul of the game. It's on Ella Foster.
And that's another thing. Ella Foster's been in a little bit of foul trouble at times this year. Do not want to see your starting point guard getting early fouls. Just one so far. Hopefully she does not pick up a second one.
Junior Jocelyn Fuller checks in for Paola. Camden Evans, a junior, has checked in as well for Ottawa. Hadel is fouled this time on the layup attempt. So a couple of free throws coming up for Brooklyn Hadel. The foul is charged to Ava Kale, her first, team second.
Wasn't much contact there. A little bit of a bailout foul. Looked like they're unfortunate for Ava Kale. You see how Ottawa can do from the free throw line. Coach Butler doesn't like the call.
She saw it the same way that you did, Caleb. Here's Hadel's first free throw, and off to a good start as Brooklyn Hadel tonight has knocked down a three, has a layup, now has scored at the free throw line as well. And she makes it a 9-6 lead for Ottawa with 4:33 to play in the opening quarter. Some soft full court pressure there by Ottawa, but it's good enough to force a turnover. The third of the game now for Paola.
That's just not what the Panthers need to do right there. Just unforced turnover. Almost got one back right there.
Fuller got her hands on it, but Ottawa maintains possession with a 3-point lead. Lob into traffic and turned back over to Paola. Pitzer leads the break for the Panthers.
A ill-advised pass there into a triple team. That play almost had no chance at all to convert. Panthers will take it.
Hadel just picked up her first foul, and the first team foul on Ottawa. Molly Ashley, a senior, checks in for the Cyclones, replacing Kinnison Walters. 4:06 to play opening quarter, 9-6. Both of the Panther buckets have come from three-point shots. One from Ella Foster, one from Audra Downham. Here's Foster, shot fake. Kale. Deflected out by Kibar. She tried to go high-low with Wicker.
Little too unselfish here for Ava Kale. Tried to force it down to Wicker. She could have very easily pulled up for about a 10-foot jumper, but she decided to make the extra pass. Almost cost the Panthers possession.
Downham will check back in for Paola, replacing Fuller. Yeah, Kale had a couple of opportunities to take that mid-range jumper on that series there. We'll see if she opts to fire it up next time she gets it there. They tie her up, and this will stay with Paola.
Just Ottawa's so active with the hands. You cannot have any soft passes, and when you do get the ball, you got to be strong with it. You got to bring it up to your chest. Can't bring it up high or low because Ottawa's very, very scrappy.
Pitzer looking inside for Wicker. Nice hands on the catch, and Wicker with the finish.
Very nice pass by Foster to get it down to Wicker, and Wicker with the beautiful finish with the left hand off the glass. Panthers back within one.
I'm glad to see them reward Wicker there. She's been doing a good job in there, posting, showing, asking for the ball. They just haven't been able to get her a touch in there, so they finally do, and she rewards them. 1-point game. Nichols will make that key ball rather going baseline. Short corner jumper rattles off from Ashley. Offensive rebound, but a near turnover. This time it will give the ball to Ottawa on the possession arrow.
Yeah, Panthers got caught just looking at the ball there on that offensive rebound by the Cyclones. Fortunately, it wasn't a bucket, but Panthers got to be a better job boxing out, trying to find bodies to box out. They stood around a little too much that time.
Ottawa gets the ball finally to Hadel. They hadn't been able to yet on this possession until there. She misses the little runner, and it's Fuller on the rebound and a foul on Ottawa.
Good strong rebound by Jocelyn Fuller. Took it right away from her defender and picked up the foul as well. So good job by Jocelyn Fuller on that play.
Helps Paola avoid giving up a second chance bucket there to Ottawa. Panthers down by just one. Wicker now for the high post. Blocked by Ashley. Long outlet up to Nichols. And Foster Nichols converts another bucket in transition for Ottawa.
That's the third bucket the Cyclones have gotten in transition. Here may be another one.
Keybar with a steal. Pitzer running her down, but Keybar lays it in. And 13-8 Ottawa.
No need to panic if you're the Panthers. You've got to slow it down and try to get some offense going as Coach Butler's going to take the timeout.
Well, Butler takes the timeout with the Panthers down 5. Paola has the ball when we return here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Perfect. Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
.204 left to play the opening quarter. Ottawa on top of Paola 13-8. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. I'm Bryce Kessler along with Caleb Butler tonight from Ottawa. And the Cyclones using transition early on, Caleb, to build this lead. The Panthers using the three-point shot to try to keep them in it.
That's it. 8 transition points for the Cyclones. A couple of them are about half of those off of turnovers as well. Ottawa wants to get out and run. Panthers got to find a way to make this a half-court game. Take care of the ball. You do not want to get a back-and-forth match with Ottawa. They'll run you out of the gym.
So Maddie Pitzer is at the point here for Paola. Already 3 assists in this first quarter for Pitzer, and that ball went right between Downham and Foster, and a tough way to come out of the timeout for Paola with their 5th turnover of this first quarter. That'll bring Jocelyn Fuller back in for Downham.
And Coach Butler was visibly upset after that. Really can't have turnovers at a timeout. She quickly turned to the bench and got Jocelyn Fuller back in the game, visibly frustrated on the bench.
Backdoor cut sets up Hiroshita with the miss. Tapped out by Kale into the arms of Foster. Ella bringing it up. Does not have any help up there, though. Back to Kale. Kale works her way into the right block. Gets it back up top. Foster, or make that Pitzer, rather. Fuller runs out of room on the drive. And she's eventually bailed out with a foul call on Camden Evans, who hit her on the arm, according to the official. It's her first, team's 3rd foul.
Dribble into a little bit of trouble there. If you're going to go to the short corner, if you're going to pick up your dribble there, you know you're going to get in trouble. Can't dribble yourself into some bad spots. Fortunately, the Panthers get bailed out with the foul.
Kale hit on the arm by Evans, who just picked up a 2nd foul. And this will put Ava Kale at the free throw line for the Panthers.
It's good work by Ava Kale. Gets a nice little jump shot in the lane and draws a foul. See if she can knock down these 2 free throws, make it a 1-possession game.
First trip to the line tonight for Paola. John back in for Ottawa. Downham returns for Paola. Offensive board by Wicker, but a rejection by Ashley.
Good work by Wicker to get the offensive rebound. Just good defense by Ottawa to get the block shot. Now the Panthers need an offensive stop.
I believe we are back now. I think we had power got killed there for a moment. See, we'll turn the cameras back on and hopefully we'll have video again. We've got audio back, but so Paola with the ball here, final minute of the first quarter, down 13-8. Fuller has a shot blocked by Keebaugh, but, or not by Keebaugh, it was by Nichols, and now back comes Ottawa as we have one of our cameras back anyway, some visual returns.
We'll get the scoreboard clock
at the end of the quarter. 13-8 though, with under now 40 seconds left in this first quarter. Pass underneath, deflected out, saved by Fuller, and it will be out of bounds to Ottawa. So 29 seconds left, and scoreboard gone for a moment. We'll get it back here at the quarter break, which has 29 seconds left in the quarter. Ottawa leading 13-8.
Panthers need to get a defensive stop right here. Do not make this lead any bigger than it is.
Deflection on the inbounds. Ottawa maintains, though, with under 30 to go now in the quarter, down to 20 seconds. Hiroshita with 15 seconds now. Clock down to 10 seconds. Nichols works right off a Richards screen, has 8 seconds, and a foul on the floor with 7.2. It's called on Jocelyn Fuller.
No harm, no foul there as of yet. Panthers with just 3 team fouls in this first quarter.
Lob inside to Ashley with 5 seconds. Gets the shot up off the back iron. Rebounded by Pitzer with 2 seconds. And that will do it for the first quarter. 13-8 is our score after 1. Ottawa on top of Paola here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you know you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
13-8 Ottawa on top of Paola as we head to the second quarter here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. Paola with the basketball. A couple of threes, one from Audra Downham, one from Ella Foster. And a bucket by Brylan Wicker, trying to keep Paola close in this game that Ottawa has used their fast pace to pull out to this early 5-point lead. But Paola a chance with a bucket here to get this right back down to a one-possession game. Kale inbounds to the baseline. Foster looking underneath for Kale, intercepted by Walters.
We're going to tie up. Ottawa's going to have the arrow, but just not much flow offensively there. A little bit of a forced pass by Foster to try to get down to Kale. And they want to get the posts involved, but if it's not there, you can't just continue to force stuff down there. More times than not, you're going to pay the price for it.
Hadel with 7 of the 13 in this game for Ottawa. Gets it on the block, crosses the paint, scoops it off the glass and in.
Boy, what a first half Hadel has had in this game. She has been the offense for the Cyclones in this first half.
Downham chased down from behind, and there's the defense from Hadel as well as she comes up with a steal. And back comes Ottawa with a 7-point lead a minute into the second quarter.
This is a big next couple minutes for the Panthers. Got to find a way to get some stops and get the ball back and score on the offensive end.
Free throws coming up here. Brylan Wicker is called for the blocking foul, trying to slide over and play some help defense there, but ends up picking up her first foul on the team's fourth. 2 free throws for Kennison Walters. Hazel Downham will check in now for Paola. Hazel into the game for the first time here at the 7-minute mark of this first half. Or this second quarter, I guess I should say. Pair of misses, rebounded by Pitzer. Pitzer picks it up right near the midcourt stripe. Foster comes and helps her out. Last 6 points have been scored by Ottawa, so Paola right now in a bit of a drought. They've gone about 5 minutes now without scoring. Kale's 3 misses, and Keebaugh rips that rebound away from everybody, and back comes Ottawa.
It's a good look for Kale, just unfortunate, didn't knock it down.
Hadel misses her 3-point try. Loose ball. Foster pounces on it. Up top to Wicker. 3-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Hadel.
Again, another good look. It was open, just off the mark right now for the Panthers. Panthers have gone cold offensively.
Yeah, 5.5 minutes now without scoring. A 6-0 run during that span for Ottawa. Hadel loses the basketball on the drive. Gets it back, though, and is fouled by Foster.
Boy, Hadel is just out hustling everybody right now. The Panthers got to find a way to slow her down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night. She is just everywhere defensively, getting the shots she wants, Panthers got to find a way to slow her down offensively.
Fullerman down and back in for Paola as Foster sits down after that second foul. Keebaugh gets past Kale, bounces to Jean, now back up to the high post. 15-footer rattles out from Walters. Kale on the rebound.
She's in trouble, but she gets bailed out by a foul by Keebaugh, it looked like.
Yeah, and that's, you mentioned the Cyclones. They're an aggressive defensive team, and they will sometimes do just that and foul 90 feet from the basket. As their 6th team foul. It's the first on Keebaugh.
Next foul will put the Panthers at the free throw line in the final 5 minutes of this half.
Last time Paola scored was at the 3:31 mark of the first quarter. Defender falls down. That was Hadel, but Paola can't take advantage of it. Now the ball knocked free. Downham gets it back.
Ottawa fans screaming for a backcourt, but that ball was clearly tipped into the backcourt before the Panthers regained possession.
Yeah, I always love the fans that holler things that are completely wrong, that they completely don't know a rule and they still holler about it. It always makes me laugh a little bit. That's the official coming out in me, though.
Just sit here and chuckle on the air.
Yeah, when I officiated, I always loved that.
Oh, me too. I was an official as well.
Fuller to Kale. Somebody ends the drought. They need it, and there's a travel instead.
The ball just never got to the second side of the floor. It stayed on the far side of the floor, and Downham had nowhere to go and drugged the pivot foot before she dribbled, and it's another turnover for the Panthers. What is that, like 7 now? 8?
That's 8, yep. And that is now 4 turnovers since the last time they scored as well. Hadel has it knocked out of bounds. Fuller got a piece of it going up, and then Kale cleaned it up.
Good help defense by Ava Kale as Fuller was beat on the drive, but Kale slid over in time to block that shot out of bounds.
And good news for Paola is Ottawa hasn't really lit it up during this Paola drought. Hadel does get another pair there, and that does give the Cyclones now a 9-point lead, but considering it's been now almost 6 minutes without scoring for Paola, it could be a lot worse. Fuller can't put it back on the offensive rebound. Kale trying to tap that one to herself. Right idea, but just tapped it a little bit too far out of her reach. And it will be Ottawa who takes over with 4:31 to go in the half, leading 17-8. Pitzer and Foster check back in for Paola.
Like I said, good hustle by Ava Kale to try to get that offensive rebound just a little too much on the tip and couldn't quite run it down. Panthers continue to struggle offensively. Like I said, almost a full quarter now since the last scored.
Yep, 7 minutes now without scoring for Paola, an 8-0 run for Ottawa during this drought. Hadel will go to the free throw line again. They call that a blocking foul on Paola. Jocelyn Fuller trying to draw the charge, instead picks up her second. 2 shots coming up for Hadel, who is 2 out of 2 at the free throw line tonight, and she's had a very good first half, 11 points for the senior guard.
And her strong night continues. She got the friendly roll there. That ball rolled around the rim a couple times, but she's able to roll it in.
Makes it a double-digit lead for the first time tonight. And lead now 11 on a 10-0 run by Ottawa. Well, Bakers does it in the first half for Brooklyn Hadel. Foster finds Fuller on a nice backdoor cut, but cannot convert out of the short corner. Richards back the other way for Ottawa.
It's a good play offensively for the Panthers, probably the best play they've had in a while. Just Fuller airmailed the shot.
And Foster just picked up her 3rd foul.
And that's been a bugaboo for her all year long. Getting stretches where she gets in foul trouble, she's going to be done for the rest of this half. And I bet she won't even see the start the floor in the 3rd quarter as well.
It puts Foster Nichols at the free throw line for Ottawa. 2 more attempts coming up for the Cyclones. We are now 5 out of 7 at the free throw line in this game. Hazel Downham comes in for Foster. Couple of free throws. 21-8 lead. Also on that last substitution, as that 3 misses off back iron. Keebaugh with the rebound.
Hazel Downham checked in for the Panthers.
And there's also, who's 35?
That's
Ellie Smale. Okay, they don't have her listed up here on the varsity side of it. So Ellie Smale also in on that last free throw, and the bucket from Ottawa makes it 23-8. So with 3:35 to go, the drought for Paola continuing as they take a 30-second timeout here, and they have now gone just shy of 8 minutes, 7 minutes and 56 seconds without scoring, and it has been a 14-0 run for Ottawa during that stretch. And Caleb, now the Panthers in some desperate need of a couple of buckets here in this closing 3:35. They've got to find a way to get some momentum back before the half.
Yeah, no question about it. They got to find a way to get this game to 10 or under 10 these final 3.5 minutes. Like you said, a full quarter now since they've last scored. They're just getting sped up so much, and that's credit the Ottawa Cyclones defensively. They have really made it hard for the Panthers to get anything going, and you can see the not having Maggie Kalk on the floor has been a big problem for the Panthers, but they still got time to turn this around, but it needs to start right now.
Hit a couple of threes early in this game. They could sure use another one here. Pitzer over to Downham, and it's blocked by Ashley, who then gets tied up, and Paola will get it back.
Good hustle by Ellie Smale there to get the tie up to keep the possession at this end of the floor.
Trying to end an 8-minute scoring drought. Good look there, but man, there's just a lid on this end as Kale misses from close range. Rebounded by Richards.
And that's exactly what the Panthers wanted right there. A couple back screens right to Ava Kale for about a 7-foot jumper, just too strong on the shot, and now a foul at the other end.
And they've had a couple of decent looks here the last several times down the floor, but just cannot get anything to go. Wicker got hit in the side of the head. She's a little bit shaken up after that contact there. It's her second foul. She'll come out of the game. And returning is Andrea Downham with 3 minutes left to play in this first half. Paola was down 9-8 with 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and that was the last time they scored, and it has been all Ottawa since. Now on top 24-8 with another free throw coming from Nichols.
Yeah, the run is up to 15-0 now. It could be 16-0 if Nichols can make this one, which she does. Panthers in trouble here late in the first half.
8.5 minute scoring drought for Paola. Now how to deal with some full court pressure by Ottawa. They break the press, but then nearly turn it over anyway, and a foul committed by Hiroshita will put Paola at the free throw line. Pitzer will go to the line for a 1-and-1 at the 2:46 mark. So perhaps getting to the free throw line will let them put an end to this drought, but it is a 1-and-1.
And it is the best shooter that the Panthers have on the roster. So like I said, maybe this will finally end that scoring drought that the Panthers have had in this stretch and snap that 16-0 run that Ottawa is currently on.
Front end up from Pitzer, and she knocks it down. So that puts it into that long scoring drought overall, but still without a field goal since that 3:31 mark at the first quarter, and only one of the two go.
A rare miss for Pitzer at the free throw line.
First point of the night for Maddie Pitzer, and the Panthers are down 16 with 2.5 to go in the first half. Skip pass to an open Richards, or check that, it's Nichols, Dylan Nichols this time, up top to Foster Nichols. Ashley from the corner, skips it back up high for Hiroshita with 2:14 left to go in the half.
Panthers in a 2-3 zone, it looks like.
Nichols misses the three. Tracked down by Ottawa. They keep the possession alive.
And that's the bugaboo of being in a zone defense. Those long rebounds, it's hard to find a person to box out when you're in a 2-3 zone.
Hadel misses out of the corner. Rebounded by Smale. Pass up to Downham. Fires a three from the wing. And around it out, put back try. That rims off. Kale's put back try, and she's fouled. And continue to get opportunities and decent looks, but just cannot buy a bucket here in this second quarter. It'll put Kale at the line. 2 shots. The foul is charged to Dylan Nichols, her first, team's 8th.
It's good work by Smale and Kale underneath for the offensive rebounds. Kale with an opportunity at the free throw line. She knocks the first one down. Comes a line change for the Cyclones.
Kebajan and Paige Price check into the game. Last touch by Smale. A minute 39 left in the half, 25-10. Well, you mentioned it in the pregame, Caleb. They're going to need some scoring punch from the seniors, Pitzer and Kale, and no field goals yet for that pair. A free throw apiece only in this first half, and the Panthers down 15.
Good hands by Pitzer there to get the steal.
Pitzer does have 3 assists in this first half. That pass deflected out by Kebaugh.
Pitzer visibly frustrated there after getting that pass deflected out of bounds.
80 seconds left to work with in this first half, trying to make some headway on this deficit.
If there's a way the Panthers can get this down to 10 before the end of the half, it'd be a big confidence booster. But they're going to turn it over right here.
And they do indeed with a minute 9 to go in the half. Scored just 28 points on Friday, but that came in the winning effort. 28-23 over Eudora. And tonight having another tough time getting the offense going against Ottawa. Down by 15 here in the final minute of the first half.
And Ottawa's going to play keep away here. I will not be shocked if they run this all the way down and take the final shot of the half.
Ottawa trying to jump out there in the passing lanes, create a turnover here late in the half, maybe a layup to come from it.
Kale got away with one there, ran through Kebaugh, but no foul was called.
Under 30 seconds now left in this quarter. Kebaugh to a cutting Paige Price for the layup.
Panthers fell apart on the backside defense. Price was able to get an easy layup. Now it's a 17-point lead for the Cyclones.
Pitzer drives at Kebaugh and gets it to roll in. 3 seconds left for Nichols. Does not get it up. In fact, it's taken away by Downham, and we have reached the half, 27-12. Paola trailing Ottawa here on the road. Coming up, it's the Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Bureau has been a proud supporter of the Paola Panthers for more than 20 years. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Agent Rusty Walters and his team of Alicia Shea, Maria Dirty, and Brett Fisher take pride in the relationships they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, contact Rusty, Alicia, Maria, or Brett at 913-294-2737. Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Halftime here in Ottawa tonight. The halftime show brought to you by Rusty Walters at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years as your hometown agent. Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola. 27-12, our halftime score here as you get a shot there at the boys, warming up for game 2 of our doubleheader coming up. And really the story of the first half, Ottawa able to turn Paola over and get some transition buckets, and Paola went ice cold offensively, and that 8.5-minute scoring drought cost them a lot of points and a lot of ground to now make up, Caleb.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, late in the first quarter, it was just a one-point game. It was nip and tuck. Paola hit a couple big shots, and then they went ice cold, and Ottawa went on a 17-4 run. Or not, 18-4 run to end the half, and just Panthers couldn't get any flow offensively. They turned the ball over way too many times. Maybe that bucket by Maddie Pitzer at the end of the half can get something going, but Panthers got a long way to go. They got some work to do to get back in this one. But they've done it before, but it's going to take a pretty good effort if you're going to get back in this one.
And the obvious thing is that they're going to have to make shots in the second half. We know that. You got to score some points. But in conjunction with that, they've also got to get some stops and avoid the turnovers and not those easy transition buckets, because it doesn't matter how much Paola scores in the second half. If they can't stop Ottawa either, you can't make up the 15 points.
No, not at all. And it's basically been Brooklyn Hadel that's been the bugaboo for the Panthers in that first half. What'd she have, 16 points?
15, yep.
Yeah. She had more points than Paola's team to put together, so they got to find a way to double her and make the other players beat them in the second half. But like I said, they just need to find a way to slow down. They get sped up way too fast. They try to get in these back and forth games with teams. That's just not who the Paola Panthers are. They don't have enough balanced scoring to get in shootouts with these teams, especially without Maggie Kalk on the floor. It takes away their presence inside mostly, but you just got to make this a half-court game, get good shots, and see if you can make some shots in that process.
We'll look at the first half stats for you when we come back after this timeout here on the Rusty Walters Farm Bureau halftime show.
Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
First Auction Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Halftime here in Ottawa tonight, 27-12. Ottawa on top of Paola. As we take a look at the first half numbers for you. No ties, 2 lead changes in that first half. Ottawa winning the first quarter 13-8 and then winning the second quarter 14-4 as Paola went through an 8.5, almost 9-minute scoring drought in that first half. Ottawa led by Brooklyn Hadel, who had 15 first half points, 7 in the first quarter, 8 in the second. Emery Keebaugh, Paige Price, Joanna Jean each with 2. Foster Nichols adding 6 for Paola. Top scorer in that first half, believe it or not, is just a 3-way tie of 3 points as nobody made more than 1 field goal. Ella Foster with 3, Maddie Pitzer with 3, Audra Downham with 3. Foster and Downham each came on a 3-point shot. Pitzer had the 1 2-point field goal and a free throw. Ava Kale adding a free throw. Brylan Wicker had a bucket as well, but nobody made more than 1 shot in that first half for Paola as they turned it over 9 times. Ottawa gave it away 5 times, but the Cyclones seemed to capitalize a little bit more frequently off of those Paola turnovers, and it all adds up to a 15-point lead here at the break. Ottawa on top of Paola 27-12 here on the Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see Rusty and the team at 11 South Pearl in Paola. Second half starts right after this. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live, presented by GoBro.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Lewisburg is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, service, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-837-4230. Visit them at 303 South Olive in Lewisburg or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back inside Ottawa High School tonight, along with Caleb Butler. I'm Bryce Kessler. We are headed to the second half. Ottawa on top of Paola, 27-12. Panthers with the ball to start the half. And a turnover leading to an uncontested layup for Hadel. And just like that, it's back to a 17-point lead, matching the largest of the game for Ottawa on the 17th point of the night for Brooklyn Hadel.
And just the mistakes continue, and now another one in the first 20 seconds of the second half. 2 unforced turnovers by the Panthers in the first 20 seconds.
Foster, Pitzer, Downham, Wicker, and Kale for the Panthers. Nichols, Jean, Keebaugh, Hadel, and Walters, the 5 out there for Ottawa. Now Ottawa turns the ball over. Pitzer with a steal, but Paola unable to get into transition after that turnover. Kale collides with Hadel. Now a grab of Kale's arm. A foul will be charged to Emery Keebaugh. Second foul.
See if the Panthers can get a bucket here and get some confidence here to start the second half.
Backdoor cut for Foster. Back out to Pitzer. Kale collects the offensive rebound. Right back into her. Kale on the repost. Can't finish. Wicker takes it away from a couple of Cyclones. And on a second and third opportunity, Paola scores to make it 29-14.
That's just good effort and want-to on the offensive glass. First for Kale, and then Wicker takes it away from two Ottawa defenders and gets the bucket. And now a turnover possibly? No.
Had a good chance at it, but instead it ends up in the hands of the last person you want it to be in the hands of if you're Paola, as Hadel continues her hot night with 19 points now.
It's just her night. Ball is deflected and finds a way right to her, and then she knocks down the 15-foot jumper. Just cannot defend that.
Paola having a tough time just catching the basketball right now, and Jamie Butler will try and calm things with a timeout. We'll take a break with 6:15 left to play in the third. It's 31-14. Paola trailing on the road in Ottawa tonight on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
$6:15 to play, third quarter. Ottawa on top of Paola 31-14. Paola led briefly at 3-2 way back when in the opening minutes of this ball game. But that's the only lead the Cyclones have had, or the Panthers have had in this game tonight. They were down by just one at the 3:31 mark of the first quarter, but then went almost 9 minutes without scoring. An 16-0 run by Ottawa put Paola in a pretty deep hole, and they have yet to be able to climb out of it. Right now down 17 with the ball until, no, that was deflected, okay. So it's off of Nichols.
And Pitzer started running back the other end like the ball wasn't deflected, so she was kind of shocked that it was called a tip.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was to me, and usually the players will tell you the story, but that's all right. Paola's not going to complain. They're gladly going to take the ball here as they need something to break their way here in this next 14 minutes. And clearly need it to happen earlier than 14 minutes from now. That'd be the end of the game. As Downham gets fouled and chance at the free throw line to try and trim some points away from this deficit. Not going to get it all back at once. Just slowly but surely need to try and pick up a couple of points every minute or so and get yourself a chance.
And good aggressive drive by the freshman Audra Downham earns a trip to the free throw line. She hits the first, see if she can convert the second one. She does.
5 points tonight from Downham. Paola back at his own defense, which at some point, depending on how Ottawa decides to play this thing here in the second half, they may have to get out of that in order to speed this game back up a little bit. Needing extra possessions, and there's an extra possession for Ottawa off the Hadel miss. Just out of the reach of Downham. Nichols is fouled, and that will put her at the line. It's Brylan Wicker's third.
Tough call on Brylan Wicker there. There wasn't much contact there, but Foster Nichols gets the benefit of the doubt and draws a third foul on Wicker. 2 free throws for Nichols.
She's been excellent at the line so far tonight with that make. 5 out of 5 for Foster Nichols.
And that's 2 Panthers now that have 3 fouls apiece, Foster and Wicker. Wicker's out of the game. Foster is still in the game. There's a rare miss for Nichols at the free throw line.
Leads to a Foster 3, but off of the mark and handle the rebound.
Good look for Foster, just couldn't quite find the touch in the corner.
Panthers get it back on the errant pass by Keebaugh. Richards and Evans check back in for Ottawa.
Objective number one for the Panthers here, somehow get this game down to a 10-point lead, 10-point deficit going into the fourth quarter to put a little pressure on the Cyclones. Easier said than done, but there's just a couple threes and you're back in this game.
Well, you only need to outscore them by 2 points for every minute, and here on out, and in this quarter, you'll be down to an 8-point game as the Panthers have to take another timeout, so they are going to be down to just one timeout the rest of the way now. With still 4:54 left to play in this third quarter, down by 16.
And Coach Butler's very animated in the huddle now for the Panthers. Just a lot of standing around on that last possession there. The press by the Cyclones, nobody was this side of the half-court line. Jamie Butler's going to be saying, get to the ball. You got to find holes, go to the ball. You can't just stand around and expect the pass to come to you. You got to run to the holes and get the ball and try to break that press.
I had to look at that timeout of hey, we've worked on this, girls. We've practiced this. Put it to execution now in the ball game, and of course Ottawa bails out of the pressure, out of the timeout, but we'll see it some more. Down 16, just need something to start dropping for him. Get some confidence up on this end. Pitzer, nice pass inside to Kale. Good look back up top. Down him with an open three. Bingo. Good ball movement leads to a great shot, and Andra down and knocks it down.
There you go. How about the freshman stepping up? Panthers down just 13. Panthers trying their best to get back in this game. They're one shot away from getting back in this ball game.
Hadel, who's had the answer all night for Ottawa, left that one just short, and it's rebounded by Downham. Pitzer pushes it up for Foster. Inside to Kale. Looked like she may have gotten pushed on the catch. No call, and a block shot for Nichols. Back it comes, up to Hadel. Foster trying to shut her down with 3 fouls, though. Has to play a little bit less aggressively defensively. Now a tie-up, and this will stay with Ottawa. And Rashida checks back in for the Cyclones. Hadel goes to the bench, so perhaps here's your chance to make your run if you're Paola with Hadel on the bench. Granted, I doubt she's going to be there long, but maybe all it'll take is a possession or two with her sitting down to get some stops and parlay those into some buckets, and all of a sudden you have it back to a single-digit deficit.
Hadel kind of holding her back here on the sideline. Maybe that's why she's out of the game. Maybe jarred the back a little bit.
A missed three and a foul on Ottawa. It's called on Foster Nichols. So there's the stop that Paola needed, and now they just need points some way, somehow. Doesn't have to be a three here. They've been able to knock down a three last time down from down, and they'd certainly take another tray, but just a bucket any way, any form right now would give them back-to-back buckets. It'd be the first time in this game, Caleb, that they've scored back-to-back times without Ottawa scoring between it.
Absolutely. It's a big-time possession, but
jump ball will stay with Paola.
Fortunately, the Panthers have the arrow. Pitzer dribbled into traffic over there, lost the handle, but like I said, fortunately, the Panthers had the arrow to keep the possession. Just the tenacity of the Ottawa defense has been a problem all night.
Blocking foul on Keebaugh. She picks up her third.
Good hard drive by Ella Foster, forcing Keebaugh to foul to pick her third. First Ottawa Cyclone in foul trouble, and Keebaugh with 3.
She'll check out. Molly Ashley comes in. Only one other player has even multiple fouls. That's one of the reserves with 2, so you're right. No foul trouble outside of Keebaugh on that side. 2 starters with 3 for Paola. Kale inside, and there they go. They get the bucket, and again, that's the first time this game that Paola has scored consecutive buckets without an answer from Ottawa, and the answer is a timeout from Matt Sherman. 32-21. 3:14 left to go in the third. Paola trying to work their way back into this one, down by 11 here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Community Pharmacy redefined. That's Vose Pharmacy in Lewisburg. Kevin Vose and his staff are redefining the expectations of a community pharmacy by providing customers with the most comprehensive and innovative prescription and wellness plans available, with a great selection and understanding of the latest treatments, including a wide range of Cannabis Naturals CBD products. Let Vose Pharmacy meet your family's prescription needs quickly and accurately. Vose Pharmacy, locally owned and operated. Call 913-837-3784 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
32-21. Ottawa on top of Paola with 3:14 still to go in this third quarter. And every big run starts as a little run, Caleb. And here's a 9-5 advantage for Paola to start this second half, have it down to 11, and a little momentum starting to build for the black and gold.
Absolutely. They've done a much better job. They've slowed the game down. They have not let Ottawa get out in transition. They have not turned the ball over near as much so far in the second half, and they've knocked down some shots. Now, if they can get another stop right here and get this down to single digits, we might have a game on our hands going into the fourth quarter.
Hadel still on the bench for Ottawa. Three-pointer is missed, but an offensive rebound. I'm actually going to call it a jump ball. It will stay with Ottawa nonetheless, but that'll at least get that arrow reverted back over to Paola for the next time around. So baseline inbound here for Ottawa, getting their top scorer, Brooklyn Hadel, with 19 points tonight, on the bench right now. Came out holding her back after a bit of a tussle on the floor, and now a turnover by Ottawa gives it back to Paola, who's coming off of back-to-back trips down the floor with points. Going to make it 3 straight and get it down to a single-digit game again. Good job of the press break this time. Down him up into the front court, will attack, and then ran out of room. Is fortunate, though, that ball ends up out of bounds. She just kind of had to throw that one into no man's land to avoid falling out of bounds herself, and Paola catches the break, a chance to inbound here on the baseline.
Yeah, freshman mistake there by Downham. Dribbled it 1-on-2, nowhere to go with it, but like you said, fortunate to keep possession as Ottawa could not corral the loose ball.
Get it into Kale at the mid-post. Hook shot is in, and a foul. Ava Kale going to the line. 3-point opportunity, and Paola Caleb has it back to a 9-point game with a chance to take one more off of it.
How about this tenacity and this run by the Paola Panthers? 11-5 right now on the run. A chance to make it 12-5 if Ava Kale can convert this 3-point play. A strong move by Ava Kale to get that up off the glass and draw the and one.
Keebaugh back in, and also Brooklyn Hadel comes back in. So we said there may be an opportunity to make a run with Hadel on the bench. Paola certainly did. Now let's see if they can continue to get some stops and get some buckets. Kale knocks down the free throw. 6 points now from Ava Kale, and it is an 8-point game here in Ottawa with 2:43 to go in the third quarter.
Panthers need to find a way to finish this 2.5 strong like they've had the last 3 or 4 minutes and get this back into a golf ball game.
8-0 run right now for Paola. That foul is called to the floor. It's Audra Dowdham who picks up her first.
Just the second team foul for the Panthers here in this third quarter compared to 5 for Ottawa.
Cyclones surely want to try to get the ball at 21. Hadel has been their hot hand with 19 in this game, but they have yet to get her a touch. Nichols instead gets fouled by Hazel Downham.
Well, it was good defense by Downham initially, but then she kind of leaned into Nichols. Nichols was looking for the contact. She got it from Downham, and now 2 free throws for the Cyclones.
Nichols has been great at the line tonight as she knocks down another one. She's now 6 out of 7. That free throw ends an 8-0 run for Paola. And she does knock down both of the free throws. So it's back to a 10-point game here, but Paola certainly has made some headway here in this third quarter. They've got some momentum, but it's an important final 2 minutes to close out this fourth quarter and not allow Ottawa to build this lead back up, and they turn it over in the backcourt.
The Panthers just seem to find themselves in bad positions on this press that Ottawa throws. They get into the corners, and that's not where you want to have the ball. You got to somehow get it to the middle of the floor.
Hadel gets to the middle there, but cannot hit from mid-range. Rebounded by Pitzer. Up top for Kale. Pitzer lines up a 3.
Hesitated a little bit on that 3. If she goes up initially, she might have a better shot at it.
Good job there defensively. Down with a deflection and a steal, and then it's taken back by Ottawa. Hadel bounce to Keebaugh. Up top it comes to Nichols.
Coach Butler screaming for a travel there. She wanted to travel on Nichols on that little drive.
Inside, Hiroshita. Floater drops in a foul on Hazel Down on a 3-point chance for Hiroshita.
This is a big-time response by Ottawa. Paola did a good job getting it down to 8, but now it's back up to 12, potentially 13, if she can make this free throw for Hiroshita.
Ultimately, we talked about trying to get it down to 10 or just under 10 before the fourth quarter, and still have an opportunity to do that here as they're down by 12.
That's a big miss there for the Cyclones. See if the Panthers can get this down to 10.
Blocked out of bounds. Paola will keep it. Brings Dylan Nichols in for Ottawa.
And just the size advantage there for Ottawa. Downham had a nice idea to drive it, but just got swatted out of bounds. Just the size too much for Downham there.
Kale is fouled.
And Kale's done a nice job this second half, getting good position on the block. That's the second time she's been fouled in this third quarter. She made the and one free throw the last time she was there. See if she can knock these two down.
Foster Nichols picks up her second personal, 6th team foul.
A little bit tired legs on that one. It was right on line, just short. You see that happen so many times late in ball games. The tired legs got to somehow find a way to dig deep and get some more legs into that. There you go.
So Kale gets 1 out of 2. It's an 11-point game here, just more than a minute to go until the end of the third, and then see if Paola can put together one final run in this final quarter of this game. Done a good job here in the third quarter.
They've been considerably better in the third quarter, especially offensively.
Need to stop here. Nichols out to Hadel. Good job. Kohler getting out there to contest it. Got a piece of it, but it goes off the side of the backboard and back to Hadel. Price steps in, does not get the, or Evans rather. Put back try missing from Nichols as well. And finally a stop for Paola. 30 seconds to work with here to try to get this back to a single-digit deficit. Nichols, 15-foot pull-up, you betcha, or Foster, I should say. Apologies, and it's now 36-27, 9-point game again.
Big possession right here. See if the Panthers can keep Ottawa within single digits. That's a big-time shot for Foster.
Inside for Nichols. 5 seconds left. Now Foster Nichols misses it, Pitzer the rebound, and it's a 9-point game going to the fourth. 36-27 here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Farm Bureau has been a proud supporter of the Paola Panthers for more than 20 years. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Agent Rusty Walters and his team of Alicia Shea, Maria Dirty, and Brett Fisher take pride in the relationships they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, contact Rusty, Alicia, Maria, or Brett at 913-294-2737.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
(36-27) Ottawa as we start the fourth quarter. Paola with some momentum and the basketball. The Panthers outscoring Ottawa 15-9 in that third quarter. So 3 more points in the third quarter than the Panthers had the entire first half, as they got things going a lot better on certainly on the offensive end and play pretty well on the defensive end as well. 8 minutes to try to finish the comeback. Down 17 at one point in this game, in the second half even. Foster, nice aggressive drive, had it ripped away by Nichols, got it back, and then a 3-second violation. That's a tough break for Ella Foster after a nice take, then just got stripped.
Well, it was the right idea by Ella Foster, but even better hands by the Cyclones to force the loose ball, and then Ava Kale just didn't get out of the lane quick enough. And it's a turnover, but then there's an unforced turnover for Nichols.
Gives it right back. You know, Paola was down by 17 at 31-14 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. They've got it all the way down to 9 right now. Kohler needs help, gives it off to Foster. Ella turns the corner, but nothing there. Foster gets onto the baseline. Ooh, and an offensive foul, as they'll say she hooked the defender, Jean. So
that's 4 now on Ella Foster. Trying to do a little bit too much there, trying to do the hero play by Ella Foster. Now she's got to be careful. She's got one more foul, and she's out of this game. Coach Butler, though, keeps her in the game.
That's the 15th foul as well. Paola, for what it's worth, will shoot free throws the rest of the way on any Ottawa foul. Hadel on the give from Nichols does get that one to roll in. 21 now from Brooklyn Hadel. The lead's 11.
When it's your night, it's your night. That ball had every chance to come off the rim, but it somehow rolled in at the last second, and it's just been Brooklyn Hadel's night.
Yeah, 21-21.
No need to panic yet if you're the Panthers. You're right there in this game. Just need a couple more bounces to go your way.
Keebaugh rejects that one 4 rows up into the bleachers. 7 minutes, 11 points. That's very much doable. We saw him put that much of a run really together back there in that third quarter. Can't afford to turn it over much, though. They nearly do there. Now here's Ella Foster. High on the pass in for Kale, and they do turn it over. Up to Hadel. And now the Cyclones will reset things. They're going to be in no hurry the rest of this way with an 11-point lead and 6.5 to go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's no reason for the Cyclones to get in any hurry whatsoever. Up 11 late in this game. If you're going to turn the ball over, Paola's got to force you into some turnovers. But that's a forced shot there, ill-advised.
Yeah, no question. And travel is called here. It looked like there's a little bit of a push, perhaps, prior to what's ultimately called a traveling violation on Paola. So another tough break there.
And Coach Butler, I think, saw the same thing you did. She was screaming for a foul on the other side of the floor on that turnover from Pitzer, but she does not get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, it was somewhat incidental, but it was because of that caused the travel. So it's kind of hard to stomach getting called for a traveling violation when your momentum was pushed forward. Missed 3 by Keebaugh, rebound by Pitzer.
And that's another ill-advised shot early in the clock. Ottawa's not doing a good job of running time off the clock, keeping the Panthers in this game.
But Paola is doing that.
Just turning the ball over on the opportunities.
And Ottawa, in the same vein, gets a little too much in a hurry again. They give it back on a turnover as well. They're keeping that door ajar here to let Paola try and bust it down, but the Panthers down 11 still with 5:39 to go. They've trailed all the way tonight outside of a 3-2 lead way back in the first quarter. Pressure's breaking, don't pick it up there, and now Downham does, and then she gets helped out with a reach-in foul there on Ottawa.
And you can see the coach for Ottawa visibly frustrated with how his team has played here in this fourth quarter. Now you send the Panthers to the free throw line, as that's 17 fouls now on the Panthers, the third on Hadel. And Audra Downham has a chance to get this back under 10 if she can make both free throws, but it is a 1-and-1.
Downham's 2 for 2 tonight at the line, but misses that one. Rebounded by Keebaugh.
And you wonder if that's just freshman jitters right there on that miss. It's unfortunate. Ottawa's given Paola every opportunity to get back in this game, but they just have not been able to capitalize here in this fourth quarter.
2 points from Nichols. She joins Hadel in double figures now for Ottawa. The Cyclones lead by 13 with 5 minutes to go. Also, that goes off of the side of the head of Downham. Tough luck turnover there for Paola. Their 17th turnover of the game.
And Paola basically has to go fast now. You're down 13 with 5 minutes to go. Of course, that's what Ottawa wants you to do, but if you're going to have to get back in this game, you've got to find ways to score quickly and try to get the ball back quickly as well.
That goes off the very top of the backboard. Pitzer back the other way for Paola. What they did in the third quarter to make up ground was just a pretty steady attack, scored pretty consistently. Didn't go on any real fast run necessarily, but now 3 minute and 30-second scoring drought to start this fourth quarter has put them in a different predicament now, down 13 and now in need of points in a hurry.
I'm actually kind of surprised Ottawa has not taken a timeout to slow this game down and talk about what to do the rest of this game. They have not executed very well in this fourth quarter.
Nichols will head to the line, fouled on the drive.
And outside of that bucket by Nichols earlier in this second half, or this fourth quarter, that's the best possession Ottawa's had offensively, drawing 2 free throws and the second foul on Cale.
Brylan Wicker checks back in for Paola. The even number quarters have not been friendly to Paola tonight. They went in the long scoring drought back in the second quarter, now starting with a scoring drought here in the fourth quarter, almost midway through the period without a point here in the fourth.
Yeah, 5-0 to start the fourth quarter here for the Cyclones. Panthers' hopes are waning a little bit, but they're still in the game. You just got to find a way to get a basket, get some confidence back.
23 of their 27 points in this game came in the first and third quarters. Just 4 so far in what's been 12 minutes of basketball in the second and fourth combined.
Nice pass.
A foul on Hadel. Takes away a layup, though, from Pitzer. Will make him earn him at the free throw line. Foster on the setup there for Maddie Pitzer, who has been held to just 3 points in this game tonight.
That's good patience by Ella Foster. Great back cut by Pitzer, and now picked up the 4th foul against Hadel. Could that loom large in his last 3:50? We'll see what happens after a timeout.
41-27, 3:52 to go. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
.352 to play. Ottawa leads Paola 41-27. Panthers trying to pull off the improbable comeback tonight, down 17 in the third quarter of this game. They're down 15 at half. And they were able to trim it all the way down to 8 at one point. But now down by 14 with Maddie Pitzer at the line. 2 shots for the senior. Well, it should have been 2 shots, no?
Yeah, that was a 2-shot foul. The referees missed that one.
Was she not fouled on that layup attempt?
She was. That should have been a layup. She was fouled on the shot. I think they're finally going to get together and be like, oh, hey, this is a 2-shot foul.
Yeah.
And put the time back on the clock to 7 seconds that ran off. You do see that happen. That happens occasionally. Referees kind of fell asleep a little bit there, but they'll get this straightened out. Should be 3:52 left on the clock, and a rare miss again for Pitzer at the free throw line. They've added 3 seconds instead of 7.
So Pitzer does take advantage of the correction. Gets one of the 2. It's a 13-point game. Pass into traffic, and Ottawa continues to just make some ill-advised plays here, trying to close this game out. It's not like Paola's out there pressuring them into some of these bad decisions. No. They're kind of helping them out, just making them on their own.
And that could have been a foul right there.
Well, Pitzer is down,
just got ran over.
Yeah. Pitzer and Keebaugh both ended up on the ground, and it looked like Pitzer took the worst end of it.
Absolutely. She's holding her head. And she is looking really woozy when she came back up right there.
I certainly don't like to see any type of head contact. That always makes it a little extra worrisome. And Pitzer will check out of the game. Hopefully she'll be all right, but Paola will try to regroup here with just 3:33 to go, down by 13.
I think Keyball got away with one there. She just flat out ran over Pitzer on that cut. Fortunately for the Cyclones, they keep possession.
Foster with the pressure this time, and it will force Ottawa to burn a timeout. 30-second timeout taken by the Cyclones here with 3:24 to go. We do have the boys' game coming up after this one, so stay tuned here on Paola Sports Live for Game 2 of the doubleheader.
And the boys took a little bit of a beating on Friday night in Eudora. After they've played well the last month or so, they kind of took one to the mouth against Eudora back on Friday night, so hopefully they got that little bad taste in their mouth to come out in this game and play better than they did on Friday.
It was a good game, the first matchup this year between Ottawa and Paola on the boys' side. In fact, both boys and girls games were close games. The boys falling by just 4 back on December 16th to Ottawa, so should be in for a good game, hopefully, in Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Game 1's been a good game, but it's just been a frustrating game, I think we'll call it, for Paola, as they've had their opportunities tonight, but it's just been a tough shooting night. Not necessarily due to not getting attempts. They've had some decent looks, just been unable to knock them down, and a foul will put Kennison Walters at the free throw line here for Ottawa. And the foul is charged to Ava Kale, her third.
That's good offense there by the Cyclones. They were playing keep away. They found the middle of the floor and then the back cut. No chance for Paola to recover on that. Kale had no choice but the foul.
First point of the game for Walters, as now all 5 of the starters have scored in this game for Ottawa. Panther basketball.
And if you're Coach Butler, you got to be pleased with what you've seen for the most part in this second half. They have really battled their tails off to try to get back in this game. Just a couple missed opportunities here and there, and this could be a single-digit game in these final 2 minutes.
Jump ball, and that's going to turn it back over to Ottawa. Now, unfortunate that they had that 9-minute scoring drought back in the first half. That's just it's tough to win on the road, period. It's really tough to win on the road when you go through a scoring drought like that.
And that's the difference in the ball game right now, is a 16-0 run that Ottawa had in that 9.5-minute stretch. And Ottawa's only up 14 right now, so if Panthers are able to just cut that run in half, they're in the game. Now Foster just fouls out.
Ella Foster with 5 points, 3 rebounds tonight. She'll exit for the final time with her 5th foul. Back in comes Jocelyn Fuller. 2:40 to go in this game, and at the free throw line is Camden Evans. This is a 1-and-1 on what was the 18th foul charged to Paola.
And credit Ottawa tonight from the free throw line. They have been superb on the free throw line. I think just 4 or 5 misses so far in this one.
Yeah, 6 misses now, 13 of 19.
Ellie Smale's going to check back in for the Panthers after that free throw. And then here comes a line change for Ottawa. 4 new players coming in.
And that 8 different players scored tonight, Ottawa. And now Camden Evans, the only player that remains out there. Price, Hiroshita, Dylan Nichols, and Ashley all check in. Paola down by 16. Their largest deficit tonight has been 17. They got it back down to as little as 8. And Paola has been able to creep a little bit further and further away here in what's been another cold quarter. Paola has only 1 point here in this 4th quarter. Scored just 4 points in the second quarter when Ottawa built their big lead, and now just one here in the fourth while Ottawa has rebuilt that big lead. Timeout taken by Paola, their final timeout. And with 2:13 left to go, it is 44-28 Ottawa. You're watching Panther basketball presented by Go Brawley on Paola Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
.44-28 lead for Ottawa on top of Paola with 2:13 left to play in this fourth quarter. Paola Sports Live presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley, changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Hazel Downham with a three-point attempt. Offensive rebound by Smale and Downham. That's Audra Downham that time, who does knock down the three. 11 points tonight from Audra Downham, her third triple of the game.
Audra Downham's had a fabulous game. The freshman stepping up and hitting three big threes in this game, trying to keep her team in the game. But she's certainly got some potential the rest of this season and on to the future seasons as well. She looks like a really fine player.
Ottawa going into complete keep-away mode now, and a foul on Hazel Downham. We'll put her at the free throw, or I'll put Price the free throw line with 1:33 to go in a 13-point game.
And I mentioned this back on Friday night, in a similar situation like this, you get those teams that just sit there and hold the ball in the fourth quarter. I would really like to see Keisha put shot clocks up on the floor in Kansas basketball. They do it in Texas and in California, Florida. I would like to see high school shot clocks all around the country. So hopefully that gets resolved.
You won't hear an argument from me on that. Against it, anyway.
Right. You get these good games, and then it just gets stalemate in the fourth quarter because teams try to play keep away because they know there's no rush to do anything. If you add a shot clock to that, it could make these fourth quarters much more entertaining.
And as they should, by the way. I mean, there's no reason a team shouldn't do that at this with the way the rules stand.
Absolutely.
But you're right. It'd be nice. There was a game in Oklahoma the other day about a week ago. It ended 4-2.
4-2. I'm like, what? I saw that as well.
Yeah. Granted, that's an extreme case. You don't see those very often.
No.
This is Anna Kane, the free throw line for Paola, but. Yeah, it's. I'm sure there's a good argument out there. I don't have one. A good argument out there why they don't, but Fuller with the offensive rebound, and Kane is going to have another chance at the line, and she'll head right back there as Ashley picks up her third.
And you like to see this if you're Coach Butler, your team not giving up. You're down 14 with 1:20 left, still trying to fight to try to get back in this game. See if Anna can make free throws this time. She makes first.
Paola now just 8 of 18 at the line. So you talked about the free throwing that Ottawa has been able to successfully do, and not so much for Paola tonight. Been just tough across the board, really, when it comes to offense in this game for Paola. They are, as you said, though, continuing to find down a dozen with 1:15 to go. I've seen crazier things, but we'll see what happens here.
That's why we love sports. You never know.
You never know. Deflected out. It'll stay with Ottawa.
You can get a little too complacent if you're Ottawa, and all of a sudden Paola can get a couple steals here and there and really put pressure on you. And then it comes to free throws after that. And there you go.
Ball. There's a turnover. Got to go quick, though, if you're Paola. Just 60 seconds to work with. And what's, by definition, a 4-possession game only. You can get 4 possessions in a minute, no question. Of course, that would be 4 threes, but Downham's been hot. See if they can get Audra a couple of looks here. Somebody just has to be confident enough to just fire up shots, though, because you got to get them up quick. Certainly can't end up with a turnover there. Dylan Nichols lay and goes. 9th different player to score in this game for Ottawa tonight.
just so deep for the Cyclones, playing 9-10 players.
There you go, let it fly. It's blocked by Price. That right idea there. Got to get the shots up. And now Ottawa will walk it up the floor here for the final 30 seconds in what will be a formality at this point, it looks like.
You would think it would be, but Coach Butler wants her team to play till the end. Maybe they can get a cheap steal and get a bucket here before the end of the game.
So Paola fought hard, but a 9-minute scoring drought back in the, or near 9-minute scoring drought back at the first half. Cost them in this one tonight. Dug a hole they just were unable to completely get out of. Down 17 at one point in the second half. They got it back down to 8. Good effort from the Paola girls tonight to try and climb out of this one, but in the end, Paola can't do it, and Ottawa survives to win this one. 47-33 is your final. We'll take a timeout, come back with your final numbers from our girls' game, and then get you set for the boys' game, which is coming up next here on Paola Sports Live.
Cardinal Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land with immediate openings for production technician starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be working on your schoolwork.
Oh, well, it's raining, so we don't have internet.
Not anymore. I just signed us up for Go Brawley.
I hate Go Brawley. I miss satellite internet.
Go Brawley. You'll love us, but your kids might not. Call us today at 913-837-4678.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
(47-33) your final in the girls' game tonight. Ottawa with their 10th win of the year. The Cyclones now 10-7. Paola drops to 4-14 with the loss tonight. Down 15 at the half, down by as many as 17 in the second half. Got it back to 8, but end up falling by 14 tonight. No ties, 2 lead changes, all back in the first half. Ottawa trailed 3-2, the only time they trailed in this game before they were up 9-8 midway through the first quarter before Paola would go on a near 9-minute scoring drought. Ottawa a 16-0 run during that time, and as Caleb said a couple times there late, that is your difference in the ball game. A 14-point game and a 16-0 run early, and there you go, as Paola made their run back in the second half, getting it down to as little as 8 at 32-24. It would be pushed back up to a dozen by Ottawa before Paola made it a 9-point game going into the fourth quarter, but then they went cold yet again in that fourth quarter as Paola did not make a field goal for the first 6 minutes and 2 seconds of that fourth quarter. They had one free throw in the first 6 minutes of that fourth quarter and went from down 9 to down 16 again during that stretch, and ultimately end up losing this game tonight 47-33. But certainly can't fault the effort. The girls gave it their all and fought back. It was just a cold shooting night, unfortunately.
It was, and you got to take moral victories. They won 21-20 in the second half, so you can take that for what it's worth. They played considerably better offensively in that second half, especially that third quarter. Got it down to 9, got it down to 8, at one point in that third quarter, but it's just too many stretches where they went cold. Like I said, that 9-minute stretch in the first half, and then that 6-minute stretch in the fourth quarter were the difference in the ball game, and Ottawa took advantage of it. You got to credit the Cyclones for that. But if you're Coach Butler, you take a lot of positives out of this game. You could have very easily folded after you had that 9.5-minute scoring drought in the first half. But no, the Panthers showed tenacity, got it down to 8, made Ottawa sweat a little bit, and then Ottawa made the plays down the stretch to pull away and get the win.
Yeah, 15 minutes of this game, they scored 1 point. The other 17 minutes, they scored 32 points. So you do the 32 points in 17 minutes, you're going to have a really fine night.
That's it.
1 point in 15 minutes, that makes it tough.
It makes it
tough to win. Brooklyn Hadel led all scores tonight with 21 for Ottawa, 1 of 2 in double figures. Foster Nichols added a dozen. They had 9 different players score. Emery Keybon with 2, Camden Evans with 2, Paige Price with 3, Peyton Hiroshita with 2, Candace and Walters with 1, Joanna Jean with 2, and Dylan Nichols with 2. For Paola, the leading scorer tonight was Audra Dallin. The freshman was really good looking in this game. Knocked down 3 threes, 11 points, shot it confidently. She played well tonight.
Yeah, no, she was certainly the best player on the floor for the Panthers. And you like to see that the young and inexperienced player having a nice game like she did tonight. 3 threes. The stroke looks good for a freshman. She could really stroke the ball. And just imagine how better she's going to get with the rest of this season and then over the summer into her sophomore year. She can improve a ton, and she's going to be a handful for the rest of her time in Paola. But it's really nice to see her have a good night.
So 11 points from Dallin to lead the way. Ella Foster with 5, Maddie Pitzer with 4, 2 points from Anna Kane, 7 points from Ava Kale, and 4 from Brylan Wickers. So again, your final tonight, 47-33, as Ottawa wins this one over the Paola Panthers. Ottawa now 10-7, Paola 4-14. We'll take a timeout, come back, and get you set for the boys' game. That's coming up next here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
We perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Lewisburg is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, service, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-837-4230. Visit them at 303 South Olive in Lewisburg or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
All right, let's switch gears as we get set for Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. The boys' game coming up here in minutes. It's Paola and Ottawa. Paola 2-15, Ottawa 7-9. Second matchup this year between the two teams. Ottawa winning the first head-to-head back on December 16, 51-47. That was the first win of the year for Ottawa after an 0-3 start. That started a 3-game winning streak, and they won 5 of their next 6, starting with that win over Paola. And coming into play tonight, they've won 2 of their last 3 after dropping 4 of 5. So the Cyclones now 7-9, coming off their second 4-point win in the last 3 games, both of them on the road. And they're coming off probably their best win of the year as they took down Bonner Springs in Bonner on Friday night, winning 68-64. First home loss of the year for Bonner Springs into the 7-game winning streak for the Braves. So the Cyclones coming in off that high, off of that big victory, and so perhaps that makes them right for the picking tonight for Paola, as they may be still not ready to come down off of that emotional win, and a chance for Paola to come in here and shock them a little bit and pick up a victory, because as you mentioned, the Panthers had been playing some of their best basketball of the year, sans the game Friday night. Didn't have a great game at Eudora, but they're the opposite of Paola, or excuse me, the opposite of Ottawa. Coming off that loss, they're ready and hungry to come out here and fight and get a victory.
Absolutely. After you get your teeth kicked in by more than 30, you're certainly chomping at the bit to get to the next game. And like you said, a big-time road victory for Ottawa on Friday night. Could very easily come in tonight, Paola's 2-15, we're just going to roll them. And that's just the prime example that you can never take a team lightly. I don't care how bad the team is you're playing. You're ripe for the picking no matter what. The team can be 0-20. And you come in one night, you come out flat, and all of a sudden the team you're playing gets confidence, you could be in trouble. So the Panthers have no pressure whatsoever in this game. All the pressure is on Ottawa to protect home court. So see if the Panthers can get back to playing some of that good basketball they have, like you said, the last month, and see if they can get their 3rd win tonight.
Yeah, it's the definition, if you will, of a trap game. Coming off of that big win against Bonner. And then Friday night, Ottawa has Baldwin coming to town, who's a 14-win team and a rival program for them. So you've got the recipe for the trap game here tonight. And no better night than here on Valentine's for Paola to come here and ruin it.
And let's not forget, it was a good game the first time around these two played.
It was.
It was just a 4-point win for Ottawa. So Paola knows they can hang with Ottawa. Just a matter of execution and not letting Ottawa get on the big spurts like we saw in the girls' game.
Yep, absolutely. So all the pieces are there. Let's go ahead and just go and do the job now, Panthers. It's Paola and Ottawa coming up here on Paola Sports Live. More to come right after this as we get you set for this game on our boys pregame show, brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. More to come right after this on Paola Sports Live.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Paola and Ottawa coming up here on Paola Sports Live, the Elliott Insurance Group pregame show for Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. The Paola girls falling 47-33 earlier tonight. Now the boys will try and avenge a 4-point loss from back on December 16th to these Ottawa Cyclones and pick up their third win of the year here tonight, ending a 3-game winning streak is the hope, or a 3-game losing streak is the hope tonight for Paola. So how do they get the job done here tonight? Who's your matchups? Who the guys you got your eyes on tonight, Caleb, to try to get the job done?
I certainly got my eye on Landon Taylor. He's kind of struggled the last 2 games especially. You saw him last Tuesday when Paola host Baldwin. He didn't score at all and fouled out of the game. And then he was in foul trouble again in Eudora on Friday, ended with 4 fouls and just like 4 or 5 points for that game. So he's really struggled to find any momentum. The leading scorer for the Panthers this year. It's just been really tough finding consistency the last couple games. So hopefully you can get that out of the way, you get him back going. And I'd like to see the ball get distributed to Eli Richmond more. If there was a bright spot for Paola back on Friday night, it was Eli Richmond down in the paint. He had 4 or 5 buckets, just little turnaround jumpers off the glass, and it was nice to see. But I just want to see how the Panthers do defensively. Can they slow Ottawa down, or is it going to be a back-and-forth game again? Because Paola does not want to be in a shootout game back and forth. Ottawa likes to run you to death up and down the floor. So the Panthers got to find a way to make this a half-court game. I'd like to see Landon Taylor score a little bit more, get his confidence back. I'd like to see Eli Richmond get some more touches down in the paint.
Well, it's going to be a big night perhaps for Richmond, not only on getting some touches down the offensive end, but defensively as well, because this is an Ottawa team that they do like to play out of the post. They've got 2 guys in there, Carter Mason and Aiden McCullough, who they're going to give a bunch of touches to in the paint. So it will be perhaps a big night for Eli Richmond, or perhaps going to need to be for him if the Panthers are going to pull off the victory on the road here tonight. We'll be back with the starting lineups of the opening tip right after this. It's the Panthers and the Cyclones coming up here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
The law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Top of your starting lineups in this game for the Panthers. We'll have to make a bit of an adjustment to our what to watch for tonight for the Panthers as well. Looks like no Eli Richmond tonight for the Panthers. So, Caleb, you were looking for a big game maybe out of him. Perhaps that means Jen Osborne, Cale Murdoch, somebody like that's going to have to step up and fill that void. Tough night against a team that likes to play out of the post in Ottawa to not have one of your big guys in there. But no Richmond tonight, as you said. I don't know what he looks like, but you said it didn't look like he's even on the bench tonight with him.
No, I don't remember him getting hurt on Friday night in Eudora, so I don't know what's going on there. But that's a big loss for the Panthers. Their biggest presence inside is not on the floor for the Panthers tonight, not even on the bench. So I wonder if he got sick or something happened or what. But just more opportunities for Cale Murdoch to get down low, and maybe he'll be the star tonight.
Well, it'll be Troutman, Reeder, Taylor, Murdoch, and Osborne for the Panthers. 4 seniors around the sophomore J.D. Troutman. And for the Cyclones, it's Aiden McCullough, a freshman, Austin Curtis, Carter Hepner, Carter Mason, and Caleb Hepner. So 3 seniors with Curtis, Carter Hepner, and Mason, and then a sophomore, Caleb Hepner, and a freshman in Aiden McCullough for the Cyclones. The Cyclones are coached by Clifton McCullough, Ryan Oshel, the head coach of the Paola Panthers. And we are set for tip at the tune of the alma mater for Ottawa High School. Ball tossed to the air, and we're underway. They have to cut the alma mater short.
Well, Landon Taylor just tipped the ball to himself.
Which is also not allowed. Neither is cutting off the alma mater, right? That's all right. We play on. Nobody's going to care that much. A Paola turnover to start the game.
Yeah, not a good start at all. You win the opening tip, and then an unforced turnover. Coach Oshel's not going to be happy with that. See if the Panthers can get a stop defensively. Just a slight miscommunication. Troutman was expecting, I can't remember who was on the far side there. I think it was Osborne over there on the far side, was expecting him to come out. Instead, he back cut a little bit and threw it out of bounds.
Panthers have lost 3 in a row. Ottawa has won 2 of their last 3. Cyclones coming off of a big win at Bonner Springs, a 68-64 win this past Friday. Paola coming off of a 29-point loss, 57-28 at Eudora on Friday.
And the Panthers in a 2-3 matchup zone, it looks like, to start the game defensively.
McCullough, nice find to Mason, and he missed it. Had a kind of double clutch. Murdoch came over to force that double pump, but a second chance opportunity will result in some free throws here for Carter Mason.
Yeah, Murdoch did a good job altering that shot initially. It looked like it was going to be an easy layup, but good play by Murdoch to force the bad shot, and then second chance opportunity gets free throws.
The foul is on Jet Osborne.
And a miss to start the game.
A pair of misses from Mason. Landon Taylor clears it for Paola.
A little flat on those shots from Mason.
A little would be, yeah. And
barely
got over the rim.
Being nice here.
Three-pointer from way downtown by Reeder. Cleared by McCullough.
And Patrick Reeder had a nice game also in Eudora. Made a couple shots. First shot of the night for him, a little long.
Ottawa right now feels like they're having a little bit of a tough time just diagnosing what they exactly want to run against this matchup zone.
Matchup zones can be a little tricky to figure out because you don't know exactly where the pressure is going to come from, but they find an open three there.
Caleb Hepner puts Ottawa on the board first. Let's see what Paola has for an answer. Reeder up top, Troutman. And a foul is called. So Troutman will head to the line. A couple of free throws coming up. The foul goes on Carter Hepner, his first and the Cyclones first.
Good strong drive by the sophomore point guard, and J.D. Troutman earns a trip to the free throw line to try to get the Panthers on the board.
5'9" sophomore. Troutman fires up the first free throw and indeed puts Paola on the board as they go to the bench for Micah Sanders. Early substitution. Osborne out. Sanders in for Paola. Murdoch, the offensive board.
Good, strong offensive rebound by Murdoch, fighting through 2 defenders.
And now Murdoch out of the corner, missed the 3, rebounded by Curtis.
Good open shot by Murdoch, just a little strong on the shot.
Cyclones on top by a pair here with 5:40 to go in the opening quarter. Mason at the high post, deflected away by Murdoch, down onto the floor. A fight for the basketball, and a jump ball will keep it with the Cyclones. Good energy early on the defensive end for Paola. A couple of deflections already, some good shot contests. Playing well on this end.
Kale Murdoch's having a good first quarter here. Got an offensive rebound off a missed free throw and then forces the tie-up right there with the hustle play.
Hepner kicks that outside for the other Hepner. It's Caleb to Carter, and each of the Hepners has knocked down a 3 now for Ottawa.
Panthers got to close out quicker on these three-point shooters. Could be a long night for the Panthers if Ottawa continues the hot shooting.
Little brother sets up big brother, and there's a block by McCullough. Mason the long outlet, and Caleb Hepner lays it in. 8-1 Ottawa, timeout Paola. 4:59 left in the opening quarter. And Ryan Oshel going to try and shut down some of this early momentum before it has a chance to really build too much here for the Ottawa Cyclones in front of their home crowd as they are out to an 8-1 lead.
Yeah, the Ottawa Cyclones doing a good job getting out in transition, knocked down a couple threes, and then a transition basket off the turnover right there. The Panthers just need to settle in and not let Ottawa get away too quickly and really bury yourself in a hole. Need a bucket here coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, yet to have a bucket for the Panthers yet. 3 minutes, 1 second into this game. A lone point from a J.D. Troutman free throw for the Panthers to this point. A couple of threes and a layup for the Cyclones. Paola will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Also, they'll make a change at the timeout. Caden Cohey checks in, a sophomore, and Jet Osborne has returned as both Murdoch and Reeder sit down for Paola. And Cohey, fresh off of the bench, fires up a 3, but left it short. McCullough racing the other way. Out to Hepner. Skips it across. Hepner into the corner for McCullough. Steps in, lobs it over on the skip. Mason with his back to the basket. Kicks it out. 3 ball from Austin Curtis around it out. Tap to Troutman, a chance to run for the Panthers. And Troutman had it knocked away by his teammate Sanders as he went behind the back on the dribble. Tough break there for the Panthers. Leads to another lay-in for Ottawa with 4:20 to go in the quarter. The Cyclones lead by 9.
It's just unfortunate. Didn't know where Sanders came from there. Troutman just thought he had a behind-the-back dribble. Like I said, dribbled it off the foot of Sanders. Leads to 2 the other direction.
Good quick move there from Taylor to go baseline side, but missed the layup. McCullough back the other way for Ottawa.
Just a lid on the basket on the Panthers side.
Carter Hepner from the baseline. And the Hepners right now putting it to the Panthers. That's 5 from Carter and 7 from Caleb Hepner.
Well, Ottawa's come out with good energy. We said in the pregame that this could be a potential trap game with Baldwin coming in next Friday night. Ottawa Cyclones have not fell into the trap as of yet.
An air ball from Osborne, but tracked down by Troutman. Around the horn, out to the wing, a 3 from Sanders.
It's a 2. His foot was on the line.
Okay, so a 2-point shot. First made field goal of the game for the Panthers, who are down now by 9 with 3:20 to go in the quarter.
And now the Panthers finally saw something go through the basket that wasn't a free throw. Maybe that'll get the game slowed down and get some momentum back on the black and gold side.
All 12 for the Cyclones have come from the Hepners. That is a foul on Micah Sanders.
Little touch foul beat on the drive. Had no choice but to foul Hepner there.
Back in comes Murdoch and Reeder for Paola. Ottawa will bring in Jonathan Van Staten and Owen Blaine for the first time. And Caleb Hepner went to the bench on that last substitution there for Ottawa. He's their top scorer early on with 7. McCullough attacks from the high post and finishes.
Well, that name has really bugged the Panthers over the years. That's the 3rd McCullough brother that's played in the last 10 years. Just been a bugaboo for the Panthers the last decade.
Murdoch flips it up to no avail. Back comes a freshman, Aiden McCullough, as well, so you're going to have to deal with him for multiple years. Good-looking freshman sends it into the corner for Owen Blaine. His three is well off the mark and tapped out by Van Staten. Paola takes over with 2:20 left in the quarter, down by 11. Back in is J.D. Troutman.
It's a good look for Blaine in the corner, just a little too amped up and fired it wide of the mark. Panthers avoid trouble there. See if they can get another basket on this end of the floor.
Lone bucket came from Micah Sanders, who has it here. Finds Murdoch at the free throw line. Up top for Troutman. 3 ball off the mark. And McCullough with another strong rebound for Ottawa. Had to throw it away as he was falling out of bounds. And it's tracked down by Ottawa.
Good hustle for both teams there. Strong play by McCullough to get it to that position. Just Ottawa got the 50-50 ball.
Deflected out by Paola. Aiden Michael comes in for Ottawa for the first time, and returning is Caleb Hepner. McCullough will sit down. Good start for him. Just 2 points with 5 boards already. Catch and shoot 3 on the inbound, and Caleb Hepner is having a night already. The second 3. He has 10 here in the opening quarter.
Man, you can't guard that. That was good guarding position. Just an incredible shot by Hepner.
So 2 underclassmen, the stars early on for Ottawa in this one. Freshman McCullough, sophomore Hepner. It's already a 14-point lead for for Ottawa. Paola, a good drive by Troutman, but he missed the layup. Offensive rebound and a stick back from Sanders, who now has both the buckets for Paola.
Good job by Sanders, not giving up on the play. Troutman misses the bunny, but then Sanders is there to clean up the mess in the second bucket of the game, like you said, for the Panthers.
Just over a minute left of the quarter. Blaine working for the high post, nothing there. Brings it back out top and around to Hepner. Back into Blaine on the repost. Little fade away is knocked down. And the Cyclones are hot to start this one. Timeout, Paola. 19-5. What a start for Ottawa here on their home floor. Up 14 with under a minute to go in the quarter here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
$19-5 lead for Ottawa with a minute to go, just under a minute to go in this opening quarter. The Panthers have already had to burn through 2 timeouts trying to find their way in this first quarter. And at this point in time, it's really less about what Paola's not doing and more about what Ottawa is doing. They have come out red hot here tonight.
I mean, they are just scorching hot to start this game, and particularly Caleb Hepner. The Panthers have been in good guarding position multiple times on these made shots. It's just Ottawa can't miss right now. But hopefully the Panthers can get some momentum here in this final 55 seconds to go into the second quarter.
Taylor brings it up for the Panthers. Both buckets for Paola have come from Micah Sanders, who checked out there at the timeout. Troutman back up top to Reeder. Troutman on the drive. Nothing comes of that. Hands to Taylor. Now Reeder. Down to 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Panthers looks like they're going to try to take the clock down to get the final shot. Tough spot right here, though.
Able to get it back out to Reeder. Clock down to 13 seconds. Reeder's pass hit the baseline, so a long possession, but a turnover for Paola.
And Coach Oshel's not going to be happy with that whatsoever. You wasted 40 seconds on that just to have an unforced turnover. Just been the way the season's gone for the Panthers so far this year.
Under 10 to go in the quarter. Ottawa trying to put up a 20-piece in the first quarter. A heat check.
Wow.
And the answer is scorching. 22-5, 13 first half points from Caleb Hepner. and a 30-footer to close the quarter. 22-5 Ottawa after one here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
22-5 Ottawa. Caleb Steph Curry Hepner is out here, but the Cyclones line it up. What a quarter. 13 first quarter points for Hepner.
And I mentioned to you during the break there, I don't think he's touched the rim yet. I think it's been pure swish every time. I mean, you're having a confident night when you just pull up from 30 and splash it down like Steph Curry, like you said.
And he is white hot, and here is Reeder looking for a three of his own, but offensive rebound by Osborne. A second opportunity perhaps for the Panthers. Taylor leaning in. And an offensive foul on Landon Taylor, his first.
Just the Panthers are so visibly frustrated on the floor, and Ottawa has just been so clean and crisp so far in this first half. Panthers have got to find any way possible to try to slow Ottawa down and get back in this one.
Hepner, he's in range as soon as he crosses half court tonight. Gives it up, gets it back. Skipped across to Curtis, around to Hepner. Leaves it underneath for Mason. That one rims off. Offensive board, Curtis. Back up top, and Ottawa resets.
A rare miss for Ottawa, this time at the basket, but they still get a second chance opportunity.
Carter Hepner was trapped, and
timeout Ottawa. They're able to get a timeout called.
Noah McCullough, Clifton McCullough was looking to his bench as if he was confused that, I don't know if they were intended to call timeout or not, but either way they get awarded one.
One of the players on the floor, I think, called a timeout.
Did he? Okay.
Right before Hepner squeezed through the double team, and that was able to get the timeout there. But that's the first thing to go wrong for Ottawa tonight.
And it didn't really go wrong. Yeah, the Cyclones coming off, as I mentioned, a huge win at Bonner Springs. Into the 7-game winning streak for the Braves. Was their first home loss of the year. They were 8-0 previously at home, and so they came in riding high off that win, did the Cyclones. And if you thought for any moment there might be that emotional letdown after a big win and a trap game with a big contest with Baldwin coming up Friday night, 14-win Baldwin team coming to town, the answer is a definitive no. There is no letdown as the Cyclones are playing well. And there's Hepner again. Misses that time, and it will be cleared by Osborne.
He is human. He missed one fine.
What a start for Caleb Hepner. 13 points for the Cyclones, who lead by 17 already. Troutman.
There you go. Finally, a shot goes down from deep for the Panthers, back within 14.
First guy not named Micah Sanders who has made a field goal in this game for Paola. Entry pass deflected away and stolen. Chance to build on it here for the Panthers. Taylor gives it to Sanders. Inside Taylor, good spot on the block, but McCullough blocked it.
Just his timing on those blocks is sensational.
Thrown away by Ottawa. Back-to-back turnovers for the Cyclones. Paola for a moment had a 5-on-4, but Troutman will play it slow now and let the offense set up, try to get a high percentage look here. Swung to Sanders. Reeder. Once again, down low to Taylor. Sanders awkwardly flips that ball up there and gets it on the rim and drops it through.
A little bit of fortune there for Micah Sanders. Like you said, it looked like it slipped out of his hand going up, but it somehow crawled over the rim.
Like a shot put.
A little 5-0 run for the Panthers here to get within 12.
McCullough at the high post. Inside, misses the floater, rebounded by Osborne. So 3 straight empty trips for Ottawa. Paola a chance to make it 3 straight buckets on this end.
Panthers can get a bucket here. That puts a little momentum back on the Panthers side and get back in the game.
Reeder thought he might pull the trigger on that catch. It was a little deep perhaps. A little runner instead, follows it, got it back, reverses it back up and in. Patrick Reeder on a second chance, and that will force a timeout out of Ottawa. So the Cyclones burning through their second timeout now of this quarter already. Granted, one was pretty much just to save a potential turnover, but this one is to try and shut down that momentum you just talked about that's building for Paola back within 10.
Yeah, nice 7-0 run, 3 straight empty possessions for the Cyclones, 2 turnovers and a missed bunny at the rim by McCullough, and the Panthers with 3 straight baskets to get within 10. And there's still plenty of time left in this first half, 4.5. Panthers can get back in this one, and then it could really put the pressure on Ottawa. Ottawa's been on fire so far tonight, but Panthers have found a way to get back in it.
Well, you knew that, the law of averages tells you that as hot as Ottawa was to start the game, they're going to have to go through a cold spell of something. And they're not going to shoot 70% tonight. That's just not going to happen.
No.
And the key was when they go into their little cold spurt, if you will, can Paola make a run at the same time? And so far, they have been able to, taking advantage of a couple of turnovers and a couple of missed shots. Hepner inside Mason, and there was about as high percentage of a look as you can get, and Carter Mason converts it for the first points of the quarter for Ottawa.
Yeah, the Panthers got a little too much extended on the defense there, allowed the easy layup. Now almost a turnover there as it's deflected out of bounds.
Stays with Paola. The Panthers down a dozen, trailing by as many as 17. In fact, they trailed by 17 at the end of that first quarter. Bounced through the legs of Sanders. That was about a 2-foot bounce pass. Those usually don't work out very well. Skipped across to Curtis. He lets it fly off front iron. Long rebound. Cohee wins the race to it. A one-on-one. Carter Hepner, the only man back, and he can't make the stop. Cohee with a lay-in.
Nice little body control by Caden Cohee to avoid the charge, and a good enough touch to roll it in off the glass. Panthers back within 10.
3.5 to go in the second quarter. Mason skips to the hottest man in the gym, Hepner, but he gives it up, and instead it's McCullough who knocks down a 3.
And Panthers lost McCullough on the backside, and wide open 3, and he buried it.
5th three-pointer of this first half made by Ottawa. Murdoch can't handle the bounce from Taylor. Outlet up to Hepner. Back up top, McCullough. Underhand feed to Hepner. Off the front iron, but an offensive board by McCullough keeps it alive for the Cyclones.
Well, McCullough is just everywhere tonight. Scrappiness off these missed shots. Gets every loose ball.
Carter Hepner from way downtown. 7 threes in this first half for Ottawa.
And just when the Panthers get back in the game, here comes Ottawa with 2 threes to balloon it back to 16.
Cohee can't answer. Mason clears. Quick transition 3.
Wow.
8 threes from the Cyclones.
Unbelievable shooting by the Cyclones. Panthers have to use their 3rd timeout of the half, a full one at that.
A 10-point game when Ottawa took their timeout, and in 91 seconds, in 87 seconds, they come back and put up 3 straight threes to push the lead up to the largest it's been tonight at 19 with 2:07 left to go here in the first half on Paola Sports Live.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
(33-14), Ottawa Cyclones on top. They have had the green light tonight, and they are flying high from the three-point arc. 3 straight triples the last 3 times down the floor. Well, no. 3 straight threes from the Cyclones. McCullough twice, Hefner once, and it's a 19-point lead with 2:07 to go in the half. Paola with the basketball. Troutman, Murdoch, Reeder, Taylor, and Osborne. Osborne turns and faces, not there. They bring it back out top. Troutman. Murdoch underneath to Taylor. Feeds it to Osborne, who banks it in.
That's good offense there by the Panthers. Good patience. And then finds Taylor a nice little feed right to Osborne for the deuce off the glass.
Outside. This is McGrath, who's in for the first time. Feeds it into the paint. Blaine tried to dump it in. Did not go. Taylor the rebound. Taylor flashes high, attacks and charges into the defender. That's the second time Taylor's been called for a charge in this first half.
I'm not sure about that one. It looked like it slid into the contact there, but the officials called the second charge against Landon Taylor. He's been in foul trouble the last 2.5 games. Does not want to pick up that third one here at the end of the third quarter.
And another tough offensive night. Taylor has not scored in this first half with a minute to go until the half. Skipped across to McGrath. Hand to McCullough in the corner. Flashes into Blaine. Out to Van Staten. Through the hands of Blaine. Loose ball. McCullough gets to it first.
And imagine that he gets to every 50-50 ball.
Inside to McCullough, who reverses it in. 10 points in the first half of the freshman Aiden McCullough.
Just so physically athletic. Not much the Panthers can do there. Nice little reverse layup for McCullough.
Taylor to Osborne, up to the wing for Reeder. He fires a 3 and knocks one down.
Big time confidence booster shot there for Patrick Reeder. Panthers down 16.
12 seconds left in the half. Out to the wing, catch and shoot. Caden Turner can't hit it. And we have reached the half. 35-19. Ottawa on top at the break. The Rusty Walters Farm Bureau halftime show is coming up next.
Bureau has been a proud supporter of the Paola Panthers for more than 20 years. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Agent Rusty Walters and his team of Alicia Shea, Maria Dirty, and Brett Fisher take pride in the relationships they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, contact Rusty, Alicia, Maria, or Brett at 913-294-2737. Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
35-19 is our score here at the break. You're watching the Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Rusty and his team been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years as your hometown agent. Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola. Red hot start to this game for Ottawa. They came back down to earth a little bit in the second quarter, and Paola actually outscored the Cyclones 14-13 in that second quarter, but we're down 17 at the end of one, down 22-5 at the end of that first quarter. The Cyclones knocking down 8 threes. I said 8. I think actually on my recount it was 7 threes. Regardless, it was a big first half from beyond the arc for the Ottawa Cyclones.
It was, and it came in spurts. There was a spurt in the first quarter where they made like 4 in a row, and then the second quarter, after the Panthers got on a little bit of a run to get back within, I believe it was, 10 points, the closest they got there, on a 7-0 run themselves, got it down to 10, and then just in succession, boom, 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 it's back up to 19 after 3 straight possessions with threes for Ottawa, and then the Panthers got it back down to 16 here at the break. But you can't defend hot shooting three-pointers. It's not much the Panthers really could do differently in that first half. It's just now you hope Ottawa doesn't shoot as hot as they did in the first half. And like you said, law of averages, it would come back down to earth a little bit, but you never know in this game. They could come out and barrage them again.
Yeah, you're right. And when you talk about them coming in spurts, the first 2, they came within 45 seconds of each other. Then they hit 3 in a window of a minute and 20 seconds. And they had 2 others that came in a span of 38 seconds. So it was when they were hitting them, they were boom, boom, boom. Yep. And those are haymakers, because that tallies that score pretty quick when you start knocking down 3 threes in a matter of 3 consecutive possessions.
Absolutely. And then, like I said, the Caleb Hepner one at the end of the first quarter pulls up from 30 and splashes it down. And as a Paola guy, you're just like, or as a Paola player and fan, you're just like, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
there's nothing you can do about that.
You're right. Can't do much about those. 35-19 is our score. The Panthers will have to claw their way back into this one in the second half. It could be done down just 16 here. They'll need to get off to a good start, though. We'll take a look at the first half numbers for you right after this time out here on the Rusty Walters Farm Bureau halftime show.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
First Auction Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
$35-19 is our halftime score here in Ottawa tonight. And we take a look at the first half numbers for you. The Cyclones had two guys already in double figures. Caleb Hepner, 13 points, leads all scorers. All 13 came in the first quarter. He did not score in that second quarter, but he still leads the game in scoring. Aiden McCullough added 10, with 8 of his 10 coming then in the second quarter. Carter Hepner also with 8. Owen Blaine with 2, and Carter Mason with 2 to round out the Cyclone scoring. McCullough on the glass with 6 rebounds as well to lead all players. And Caleb Hepner, along with his 13 points, had 3 assists in the first half. For Paola, top scorer was Micah Sanders with 6 off of the bench. J.D. Troutman with 4, Patrick Reeder with 5, 2 points from Caden Cohey and 2 points from Jet Osborne. But a scoreless first half from Landon Taylor, who has 2 fouls. As Caleb has mentioned, some foul troubles last couple of games. 2 offensive fouls called on Taylor in that first half, but we'll see if they can get him going on the offensive end. Some points in this second half. On the glass, leading rebounder in that first half for the Panthers was Taylor and Osborne. They each had 2 of them, as the Panthers trail here at the break 35-19. 6 first half turnovers for Paola, just 2 for Ottawa. Neither team making an impact at the line. Paola 1 of 2, Ottawa 0 for 2, and the three-point arc certainly has favored Ottawa. They have knocked down 7 threes. The Panthers with 2 coming back the other way. 35-19, that's our halftime score. It's Ottawa on top of Paola. Second half starts right after this. You've been watching the Rusty Walters Farm-Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Paola Sports Live.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health, because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Lewisburg is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, service, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-837-4230. Visit them at 303 South Olive in Lewisburg or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Start of the second half here in Ottawa tonight, 35-19. The Ottawa Cyclones with the lead. They have led the entire way tonight. Opened the game on a 12-1 run. Led 22-5 at the end of the first quarter. Paola got it down to 10 midway through the second quarter before a quick 9-0 run by Ottawa pushed it up to a game-high 19-point lead. And now on the first possession of the second half, the three-pointers continue to fall for the Cyclones. Austin Curtis hits that one, and it's back to a 19-point lead, matching the largest of the game for Ottawa. Troutman misses the answer. Hepner the rebound. Bounce to McCullough, and 5 quick to start this second half. 40-19 Ottawa.
Oh yeah, Ottawa is just running the floor on both ends. The energy level is through the roof for the Cyclones.
Ottawa feeling good right now. They're a 7-win team this year. They've lost they've won, I should say, 2 of their last 3. And they are playing with a lot of confidence right now. Taylor trying to get to the baseline, cut off by Curtis. Out it comes to Osborne. He misses everything with the 3 attempt, and it's Mason back the other way. Hepner up to McCullough. He lets it fly, and another one on the mark.
And here comes those spurts again for Ottawa. 8-0 run in the first minute 10 of this third quarter to balloon this lead to 24.
And it's already a night when they're feeling good, but then they're getting wide open looks like that. Are not what Paola can afford to give up looks like that here in this second half. Taylor trying to bounce it into the paint. Instead, turns it over. Skip to Curtis. And that 3 is a bit long, but an offensive rebound by Mason keeps it alive at the Cyclones. McCullough calling for it out of the wing. Gives it up top to Carter Hepner. Back underneath to Curtis. And it is a 45-19 lead for Ottawa.
10-0 run now to start the half for the Cyclones. On the verge of potentially a running clock in the fourth quarter, the pace this is on.
A nightmare start to this second half for Paola. With 3.5 minutes to go in the first half, they had the deficit down to 10, and it looked like they were going to be able to scratch their way back into this one to make it a game. But since that point, when they made it 24-14, they have been blitzed and outscored 21-5 since. Forced the turnover here, a chance to get some points off the turnover, and boy, do they need them.
Panthers just need to see the ball go through their basket.
Taylor can't get it, but an offensive rebound by Reeder, and he's fouled on the putback.
Yeah, Ottawa fell asleep on the glass there. Good positioning by Reeder. Could have went up initially, but he was afraid to get blocked by McCullough, so he pump faked and got the foul on McCullough instead, and 2 free throws for Reeder.
Matches Micah Sanders with a team-high 6 points now. Speaking of Sanders, he checks in.
3 minutes into the third quarter, the Panthers finally see a ball go through their basket.
And get a pair of free throws from Patrick Reeder. Well, it took them more than 6.5 minutes to score their first field goal to start this game in the first quarter. Hepner heads to the line. 2 shots coming his way.
Just Ottawa's team speed is too much for the Panthers to handle in this game so far. Caleb Hepner is just flying all over the floor, along with McCullough and Carter Hepner as well.
And starting this game, it looked like Hepner was on pace for a 40-piece tonight, but that's his first point since the first quarter. He hit that 30-footer to hit at the buzzer of the first quarter for his 13th point of that opening period. He certainly set the table for what's been a big night for this Ottawa offense, but those 2 free throws, his first point since. Ottawa by 26. Sanders.
Not enough legs in that shot. A little flat from Sanders.
McCullough now 3 boards, make it 2 boards shy of a double-double. Offensive rebound fell right into his lap. 17 points and 8 rebounds tonight.
That's just a microcosm of this game. They miss a shot, but of course Ottawa's right there to get the offensive rebound and the easy putback.
Deflection, Reader numbers now. It's Sanders again, same spot, short again. And McCullough rips away his 9th rebound. And gets knocked to the floor, and that will be Ottawa basketball. Off of Taylor, it looked like. So Ottawa with it, up by 28, 4 minutes to go in the third. Carter Hepner to Curtis at the high post. Out to McCullough. Don't leave him open. And a foul on Ottawa. We'll send it to Paola.
Yeah, this one's on Curtis. Good box out positioning by Murdoch. And had no choice but to go through Murdoch, did Curtis, to pick up the foul.
It's only the 3rd foul of the game against Ottawa.
There hadn't been a lot of fouls by either team in this game.
5 against Paola, and now 3 against Ottawa for the game. High floater, rebounded by McCullough, who secures the double-double with his 10th board, to go along with his 17 points. And now a hand check on Sanders. So, now that we brought that up, we're going to have about 20 fouls the rest of the way. That's how that works.
That's it. And now we have a full line change for the Cyclones. 5 new players on the floor.
Michael, Van Staten, McGrath, Turner, and Blaine, all 5 check in for Ottawa. The starters did their job, a 14-1 run to start the second half. Make it 16-1 as the reserves come in and keep it going.
If the Panthers aren't able to get this back under 30, we'll have a running clock in that 4th quarter.
Osborne trying to do just that and get it under there, but does not. Cohey with a rebound. He's fouled.
Again, good positioning on the offensive glass, this time by Cohey. Gets the long rebound and draws the foul.
Foul is on Van Staten. First personal, 13 foul. Troutman trying to kick it out to Sanders. Deflected and stolen by Blaine.
Ottawa's just so athletic. Even the JV squad, so to speak, is athletic enough to get the Panthers flustered.
Blaine skips it across to McGrath, and he knocks down a 3. Or excuse me, that was Turner, not McGrath, but either way, it's another 3. They've hit double-digit trays in this game. 10 3-pointers from the Cyclones, who lead by 33 and have it coming the other way on another Panther turnover. Van Staten stops and pops off back iron. Loose ball falls into the lap of Cole McGrath. His putback flips up and in. And the big run to start the half continues. 21-1 run for Ottawa to start the second half.
It's just unbelievable how efficient Ottawa is tonight.
Cohey misses the 3, cleared by Blaine.
This is a historic shooting night for the Cyclones.
And it's not been just one guy either. They have had multiple players in this act. McCullough and Hepner have both been the hottest, but Caleb Hepner, but Carter Hepner's chipped in. Austin Curtis, Caden Turner, they've all knocked down 3s as well. 10 of them in total. They've outscored the Panthers by 24 points from beyond the 3-point line in this game. Foul on the entry pass to Sanders. It's on Blaine. Baseline inbound for Paola, as they will bring Cale Murdoch and Patrick Reader back in. Taylor flashes into the middle of the paint, and a blocking foul this time Owen Blaine picks up his second.
This time Landon Taylor gets the call. He dipped the shoulder, it looked like, but the official called a block, and now free throws coming for Landon Taylor to try to get his first points of the evening. It's been a struggle for Landon Taylor the last 3 games.
And he does get that first point with that free throw. And those free throws make it a 56-23 ball game.
Wow. I mean, just anything going up for the Cyclones is going down. And the Panthers have been in decent guarding position on most of these attempts.
And they're going to call this a hold. Will be on the baseline for Paola. 6th team foul. It's number 1 on McGrath. Timeout Paola with 43 seconds left in the third. 58-23. Ottawa rolling here at home on Paola Sports Live.
Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
A 58-23 lead for Ottawa on top of Paola with 43 seconds left to play in the third quarter here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what's possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Taylor will inbound for the Panthers. Coming out of the timeout. They've had a rough start to this third quarter. We're down by 16 rather, to start this second half, and it quickly got out of hand. Murdoch, offensive rebound. Putback is there for Cale Murdoch, his first bucket of the game.
Panthers have done a decent job on the offensive glass. Had several opportunities to get second chance points. Another 2 right there for Murdoch.
And just not had the answer for the hot shooting of Ottawa tonight. There's a steal for Reeder. And Troutman's layup misses. Another offensive rebound for the Panthers, and it's put back in by Taylor.
Look out. Wow! Are you kidding me?
Caden Turner with his second 3 of the quarter, and it's the second buzzer-beating 3 from way downtown for the Cyclones in this game. 61-27 Ottawa after 3 here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
A proud supporter of the Paola Panthers for more than 20 years. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Agent Rusty Walters and his team of Alicia Shea, Maria Dirty, and Brett Fisher take pride in the relationships they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, contact Rusty, Alicia, Maria, or Brett at 913-294-2737.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com. (61-27) Ottawa on top of Paola as we start the fourth quarter tonight in Ottawa.
11 3-pointers made in this game from the Cyclones, who have been hot from the start of this one, and they have not cooled off. Jet Osborne short on a 3-pointer. Another offensive rebound for Paola. Murdoch will fire a 3, and McCullough clears it on the backside for Ottawa. To your point earlier, Caleb, that's now 9 offensive rebounds in this game for Paola, so they've done okay there as Curtis spinning up there misses that one, and Taylor clears it. And hard to keep pace with the shooting that Ottawa's put on the performance tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if any team can keep up with that, with the pace that Ottawa's been on tonight. It's just been rough skating for the Panthers, just a lid on their basket.
Another rebound by McCullough on the miss from Paola, and back come the Cyclones. The big lead, trying to close out their 8th win of the year. Their season high is 68 points in a game, so they are certainly on pace to break that, but may not get there. Running clock here in this final period due to that, but it's been that kind of night for Ottawa. Taylor's floater misses, and it's on that same note been that kind of night for Taylor. Another struggle offensively, just can't get the ball to drop tonight.
It'll be interesting to see how long Coach McCullough keeps his starters in the game in a blowout game. You don't want to risk an injury to one of your starters.
Your answer
in the
is
game you got in hand.
This long, as here comes Van Staden and Michael, and a couple other warm-ups coming off of the bench. And also coming into the game is Javion Shepard. We got 6 out there now. Here comes Hepner off.
Still got a couple of your starters on the floor, and Curtis and number 24 there for
Carter Mason.
Mason, yep. If you're Paola here, you just got to tip your cap to Ottawa. Just ran into a buzzsaw, a team that really did not want to have a trap game, and they showed it tonight with 11 3-pointers in this game.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it's not that there aren't things Paola could have done better, and sure, there always are in a game, but this is, to me, more about a night where it was about what Ottawa did do as opposed to what Paola didn't do. And the Cyclones, they were going to give anybody a tough go. Anybody who walked in this gym tonight, it was going to be a tough go for, as it has just been a great night for the Cyclones. And this is Landon Taylor at the free throw line after the foul on Carter Mason, as that put him over the limit with the 7th team foul. So 1-1 for Taylor. Cohey and Sanders are back in, and now some more changes, and at least one of them is a fan favorite of the student section. An uproar from over there as Miguel Perez and Cody Rivers check in for the first time tonight. Caden Turner returns. Couple of free throws from Taylor. And it's 61-29 with under 4 to go. Perez to Turner. And a foul on Sanders after the offensive board by Michael.
And that's another microcosm of how the game's gone tonight. When Ottawa does miss a shot, they're always there for the offensive rebound. And there's another one right there, and Sanders picks up his 3rd. 2 free throws for Michael.
And the points per possession number tonight, I don't have that. I keep some stats. I'm not good enough to keep that advanced of stats during a live game. But as Troutman and J.J. Crawford check in, Crawford in for the first time for Paola. But the points per possession number has got to be awfully high tonight because, as you mentioned, they have had some opportunities to capitalize on second chance with offensive rebounds. They've only turned it over 5 times, so they haven't really had a lot of wasted possessions in that regard. And then they've made so many threes where you're getting 3 points on those possessions. So that's got to be a high number tonight for Ottawa.
Oh, no question about it. It's got to be a historic type night for Ottawa in terms of that category.
So back in is Blaine and McGrath now for Ottawa. Shepard, of course.
Why not? Just why not?
Why not make it a dozen threes in this game? Taylor doesn't get it, follows it, doesn't get that either, but he's fouled, so he'll have 2 more free throws coming his way. That's been where the majority of his offense has come tonight. 3 of his 5 points coming at the free throw line.
Landon Taylor, a very good free throw shooter on display tonight so far.
Clock continuing to run, as you can see as well, with the 30-point deficit here in this fourth quarter. So if it feels like this quarter's gone fast, it has. Taylor with a miss, but another offensive rebound. Rolled into the backcourt. Shepard scoops it and scores it, plus a foul.
Wow! What body control by Shepard on that. Just gets mugged by Cohey and somehow gets it to go. It's just been that night for Ottawa. Unbelievable display tonight by the Cyclones.
Shepard with a quick 5 points off of the bench here in this fourth quarter at the line with a minute and counting to go. And the Cyclones missed the free throw. So they are still 1 point shy of what's their season high for the year, which came, by the way, on Friday night in the game against Bonner Springs. So they are on a heater right now. They've put up 68 and 67 points in their last 2 games, respectively.
They're going to get Blaine for the foul over the back. It's going to send Jasper Logan to the line for a 1-and-1.
And will, if he makes it, take us almost to the finish line. Sophomore Jasper Logan at the stripe. Front end of the 1-and-1 is no good. Offensive rebound for Cohey. Knocked out of his hands and it went off his foot, so it goes to Ottawa.
And that should be the final possession of the game. It'd be something if Ottawa tries to make a shot before the end of the game, but I'm not sure Coach McCullough wants to have that scenario.
That's going to do it. The Cyclones win this one big, 67-30, your final. Ottawa now 8-9. Paola drops to 2-16. We'll wrap it up for you right after this on Paola Sports Live.
Auction Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Community Pharmacy Redefined. That's Vose Pharmacy in Lewisburg. Kevin Vose and his staff are redefining the expectations of a community pharmacy by providing customers with the most comprehensive and innovative prescription and wellness plans available, with a great selection and understanding of the latest treatments, including a wide range of Cannabis Naturals CBD products. Let Vose Pharmacy meet your family's prescription needs quickly and accurately. Vose Pharmacy, locally owned and operated. Call 913-837-3784 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
$67-30 is your final here tonight in Ottawa as the Cyclones use a dozen three-pointers in this game to fuel the victory as they were red hot from the start, and they win their second straight game with 67 and 68 points. So two big-time scoring offensive performances. The last two for the Cyclones were now 8 and 9. 17 points to go along with 12 rebounds for Aiden McCullough to lead the way for the Cyclones. Caleb Hepner added 15 with 13 of that coming in the first quarter. And then down the board you go. Aiden Michael with 3, Javion Shepard with 5, Owen Blaine 2, Cole McGrath 2, Caden Turner 6, Austin Curtis 5, Carter Hepner with 8, and Carter Mason with 2. As the Cyclones got contributions up and down the roster tonight in a 37-point victory over Paola for the Panthers. They were led by Patrick Reeder with 7, Landon Taylor and Micah Sanders added 6 apiece, J.D. Troutman with 4, Caden Cohey, Cale Murdoch, and Jet Osborne each with 2 tonight. But Paola just unable to keep up with the barrage of threes that the Cyclones made as they knocked down a dozen. The Panthers had just 2 threes in this game, and it was on from the start for the Cyclones, who outscored Paola 22-5 in the first quarter to build that big lead. Paola got it back down to 10 in the second quarter before 3 straight possessions. Ottawa knocked down threes to push the lead back up to 19. It was a 16-point game at the half, and Ottawa opened up the second half on a 21-2 run to build that lead up to 35 points with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and it was just kind of a coast to the finish line from that point. So 67-30 is your final. The Cyclones now 8 and 9. They'll host Baldwin on Friday night, while the Panthers dropped 2 and 16, and they will host Tonganoxie on Friday night. That's going to wrap it up tonight. From Ottawa, for myself and Caleb Butler, the girls' game earlier tonight, a 47-33 Ottawa win over Paola, and a 67-30 win for the Ottawa boys over the Paola Panthers. For Caleb Butler, I'm Bryce Kessler. You've been watching Panther basketball presented by Go Brawley on Paola Sports Live. Back on the air Friday night, hosting Tonganoxie here on Paola Sports Live.
You've been watching Panther Athletics on Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at GoBrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, and Miami County Dance Movement. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.